Yeah. I get mine the fast way, ski mask way.
Hey, yo, Don.
When you stuntin', I'm scheming. When you sleepin', I'm creepin'. I'm broken, you eatin'. See, that's a very good reason, nigga. It's robbery season. I don't consider it deep. I'm calling making it even. Me and kiss all lost. Got no time for them broads. Cut you out with your broad. Make you reach for the stars and drag you out of your car. I done came too far to let these bitch niggas beat me. See some real niggas fall. You ain't getting no that easy. If you got it, I like it, I want it. Plotting, I'm watching, I'm on it. Don't ever think for a moment that you niggas say. Burn it to your face, make you open the safe. You better stay smart or watch your brains go twice. I'm on a paper chase, chasing the paper. The money in the way I don't see no way. It's G's up to my last day. Yeah, nigga, I get mine fast way, ski mask way. Boy, when you see me in the street, probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my E-mask. Listen, I'm trying to eat. I catch them while they sleep. Run up on them with my heat and my ski mask. 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 When you see me in the street, probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my ski mask. See the chip on my shoulder, it got worse as I got older. I'm riding like roller coasters, thugging until it's over. Strike just like a cobra, my heart's cold as a polar. It's nothing for me to show you. You don't want me to show you. Always up to something, I be clubbing in my see like that kicking shit, see we be fucking in my you think you went to prize and see a little stack rising. Last thing a nigga seen was my yeah, you know what it is. It's mine, it's his. I mean it's yours, it's mine. In a matter of time, nigga, stick up kids. It's out the tax. I'm putting guns to your kids to make you tell where it's at. Give it up like that, just like that. Catch feelings for the wrong bitch, get laid flat. I keep it G'd up to my last day. Yeah, nigga, I get mine the fast way, the ski mask way. Boy, when you see me in the street, probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my E-mask. Listen, I'm trying to eat. I catch them while they sleep. Run up on them with my heat and my ski mask. 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 When you see me in the street, probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my ski mask. You know what time it is, nigga. It's robbery season, nigga. Rip up, slip up, pussy. We out this bitch, nigga. I got my ski mask on, them Nike gloves on, and I'm ready for whatever. Whoever, whenever, wherever, nigga. Yeah. Southside. Nitty. Turn this shit off, man.
So, I got somebody coming through, man. So, without further ado, you know, he'll be here in a few. So, let's get to know him. And this kid is the future, man, and I like his beginning.
Joseph Brown just started his career, and he's already a knockout.
The fastest knockout in the history of amateur Canadian boxing.
This kid is definitely the future. Prodigy.
67-0, and now he's 2-0 as a pro.
He's definitely going to be a world champion multiple times.
And you've beaten Mike Tyson's world record for the fastest amateur knockout.
Is this young superstar the next Floyd Mayweather? A 17-year-old prodigy who's got the entire fighting scene buzzing. Joseph, the Prodigy!
It's fight week. Finally. Oh my gosh, the time is finally here. And I still got a week left, which I mean, it's still kind of like a long time, but it's not a long time. But what can I say? I'm just ready to fight. I'm excited though. So I'm gonna show y'all what I eat for breakfast. So here we got some egg whites, mushrooms, tomatoes, and some ketchup, because I love ketchup. I put ketchup on everything. And this is like blueberries. I think it's like 20 grams. I don't usually weigh my food unless I get like super close to like fight time, because then I gotta, be accurate with like all my macros and stuff like that. But yeah, I had my personal chef make this for me. He's super experienced. He's been cooking for himself since he could start cooking. His name is Joseph Brown. Y'all should book with him. He's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Alright, Jeff, I'm sending you one more reminder, like tomorrow, about an hour or so before we go on. Alright, man. Thank you, Jeff.
My name is Martin. Joseph's my son. Joseph always has me as his main coach. So I seek out the best coaches I think would fit his style. There's many gyms here, many good ones. Range City, same thing. Sean is a great teacher.
I feel like he brings freshness into boxing. Like when you watch him, it's like you're watching an artist at work. Like he's just really just articulating his skill. He has a good ring IQ. He's just really good at what he does. And I think having that background, and also he is very well composed. Like he can keep his composure no matter what is going on, no matter what is going on with his opponent. I've seen him train with adults and them lose their cool and hit my baby the wrong way. I lose my composure, or his dad, but he's just always just very poised.
That's it. Keep that 70-30. Work from their counter. I know we've been practicing a lot of inside work, and we're doing that because your legs are sore, but I don't want you in here doing all inside work. You just get inside if you have to, man. You do that inside work if you have to. It wears you out more being inside, believe it or not. Just stay outside, box. Nice work. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to see the first couple guys, but that's fine. That's good. Good work.
I had a dream when Jordan was 7 that Jordan was going to sign him one day. And then the dream I saw us 10 years. And I told him by the time you're 17, Jordan was going to sign you. Told him that when he was 7. When he was 10, I had another dream that Jeff Mayweather was going to train and be his trainer. That came to fruition when he was 13. And I reached out to Jeff on Facebook or something. And Jeff called me right away. We started talking. I sent him videos of Joe. He really liked what he saw. A few months later, I sent Joseph down to train in Vegas for a week with Jeff. And Jeff just fell in love with him and said, man, I would love to train your son. Joseph started making a name for himself in Las Vegas, and he started fighting for the Mayweather Boxing Club as an amateur and won 2 national titles for the Mayweather Boxing Club. His name started spreading at that point, and it might have took a couple of years before he actually met Floyd in person, although Floyd was hearing about him, and he fought for the gym twice and brought back the national title. So at some point, maybe around 16, Floyd showed up at the gym one day and he saw Joseph sparring, and I think he was impressed after what he saw because he jumped in the ring, and he told all the coaches to go to the other side. He would coach Joseph. At the end of coaching him for about 5 or 6 rounds, Floyd said, Joseph, that was easy work for you. And that was one of Floyd's best fighters that Joseph beat. And he was 16 at the time. He was a grown man. So I think the relationship started then and just progressed.
Sometimes if you let people slide too much, then they get overconfident. They actually get a little better. So you got to get your respect right off the rip. Yeah, very good. After the first couple guys, I told him, don't go too easy, because then You let yourself go down and you give them overconfidence. So you get your respect in the beginning, and then you control the power after.
And it's like when you go a little bit more next experience guys, I want you to throw them fast, try to drop them fast. Body okay, head, later.
Yeah. That's what I was telling him. I don't know if you heard me. Go more to the body. Where he said the same thing I said, so now you know what I'm telling you is what it is. I know you like taking it easy on the amateurs and stuff, and that's cool. You're supposed to, but you know, you still gotta do what you gotta do.
Ready? Okay, and then you gotta tell them, and then you stop. So you gotta try to communicate.
It's a challenge, but we're making it work because we understand he needs to be at his best, whether it's sleeping, whether it's nutrition, whether if it's support from the family, whether if it's just simple as taking that time out to have family time and not being so consumed by boxing. Really?
Yeah, this is Mariah. The newest addition to the family. She's loud sometimes. I mean, everyone says she looks like me. Yeah, I mean, it's what she does, pretty much. And eat.
You change it over a lot?
Oh, no, I look at them. But, you know, she's cool. You know, another motivation, something motivating.
I've been using him to work with Joseph, throwing punches at Joseph to get Joseph's defense. But now that he can actually box, he's been putting in a lot of work at the gym with Sean at Rain City, and also he's been sparring now with Joseph. It was difficult finding the time working 2 jobs. So many times we were training at midnight till like 2 in the morning. That was our graveyard workouts, I used to call it. And so much of our training was late at night or early in the morning. So I'd wake him up, 6 in the morning. We'd do 1,000 kicks together before we went to school. He'd come home, take a quick nap, do homework, and then he's off the training. He'd go to Taekwondo. We'd leave from there. He would go to kickboxing. He'd leave from kickboxing, go upstairs to the boxing gym, and then come back down and go to jiu-jitsu. So he was training 4, 5, 6 hours a day when he was 8.
Having Joseph in Vancouver, it's representing Canada. It's great for us. A lot of young athletes get inspired from watching Joseph going into big competitions and signing up with the Mayweather team.
So I would never get Muhammad Ali's coach to train Mike Tyson, or vice versa. It's two totally different styles. So I normally take him to whatever gym I think is best suited for him. And if there's anything they're teaching that I don't like, I'll just take it out of what he learned and say, no, that's not good, but we'll do this because this is working. He's not limited by any particular style. Like myself, I trained in multiple martial arts, and if there was something that didn't work for me, I didn't do it. I took what worked for me in each style, and I created one style for myself, my body type, my height, my speed level, the type of power I might have. And I've done the same with him. I take what works for him, and I discard what doesn't work. No coach has it all, but many coaches have good quality.
The guest of honor has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's
the
up?
Prodigy, the real Joseph Brown. What's going on, young man? How you doing?
Nothing much. How are you?
Can I hear you?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Something up. I don't know what I did. I ain't do nothing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Still can't hear you.
I
really hate
Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Something's wrong. Y'all can hear him?
I can hear you.
For some reason, I can't hear him. Let me see. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
For some reason, I can't hear him. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you on one, but I can't hear you on the other. Okay, hold on. Okay, and for some reason now it's not letting Ohio in. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Okay, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hold on, man. I gotta get this settings right.
All right.
It will be this. And we did a test run earlier just for this.
I'm dead.
Ain't coming out of there. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There we go. Okay, now we're getting it. Ohio, I don't know, man. We just did this earlier and it worked perfectly. Oh man. But I was just playing your video, man. On your page. I want to subscribe to your page.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, what do you call it? The first episode, Manifested?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He said your dad was gonna be here too. I was expecting to have some questions for your dad.
Yeah, he just texted me. He said he can't join. I don't know.
Oh man. It's always something. I think they're hitting the wrong StreamYard link, to be truly honest with you. But so I did my research, so I got some questions. So
yeah. Sorry, hello? Yeah. It's not on Instagram. It's one of those other ones.
It's on StreamYard.
It's through the link that he sent. Oh well. All right. Do you mind just resending him the link? He's asking you to resend it to him.
No problem. Because me and Ohio did a whole test run for this just for nothing. And it worked perfectly. And now it's not letting him in for some reason. Okay, I just sent it to him again. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have the second fastest knockout in amateur history.
Yeah.
How is that? Because a lot of amateurs don't get knocked out.
I know. I don't even know how it happened. I mean, it was my first boxing match too. You know what I mean? It's
He
crazy.
stepped into something.
Sorry.
Did he step into it?
I feel like the third punch I threw was like a check hook when he stepped in, and that like rocked him. And then after that, you know, I just kept throwing until like the ref waved it.
So that puts you in a class right behind Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's saying something. So how many amateur fights did you actually have before you turned pro?
Well, I did a bunch of other you know, mixed martial arts. So I mean, in total, like my whole like combat sports record, I was 67-0 before I turned pro.
So you a WBC Muay Thai champion too, as well?
Yep.
How old are you?
I just turned 18.
So you like a legit walking badass. 18 years old, 67 combat fights. A Muay Thai champion. And what I already seen, I've seen some of the interviews and guys ask why you went, and usually like, you know, it's better, it's a better pay in boxing right now than it is in that. But you are with the guy that could cross over. You are with the team that can cross over and put you on any platform. So how do you feel about that? Because people keep asking you about why'd you pick boxing? Like, I pick boxing right now, but if the money right, because this is the money team, if the money right. You know, so how do you feel that? Because you could be like the Travis Hunter right now. You could play offense and defense.
You know, if it's cool to know that, you know, I'm really one of the only people that can really do it. There's not I don't think there's any like boxers like me now with like the amateur background that I had in all the different like mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? Like all the different, but I think it's more MMA fighters that try and cross over to boxing, which I mean it's super hard to do. And then a lot of the boxers that went over to MMA, it didn't work because they didn't do it growing up. But because I did, I'm one of those people that it's not going to just be crossing over just cause, but it's going to be crossing over like, you know, like that's coming to win and that has a chance of winning.
Okay. So you're 3-0 with you got 3 KOs, right?
Yeah.
Well, your first fight was in Colombia?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then what? The second fight was the second or third fight on the Floyd undercard?
My third one. It was on
third fight.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Because I seen your dad was talking like that was crazy.
Yeah, it was amazing. I just remember like walking into the arena when I first got there. It's like a 23,000 seater, and I'm just like looking around all like stargaze and stuff. It's just like so big. I'm like, you know, dang, like I'm really fighting on this. But yeah, it was a great experience to, you know, to be on Floyd's undercard. You know, he's like, that's like the GOAT. You know what I mean? So yeah, I loved it.
So are you more in tune with Roger? Because I'm gonna see if Ohio and your dad can click the link from the channel. Sometimes it's easier.
Okay.
And but yeah, are you more in tune with Roger, or are you more in tune with like with Floyd, or just the management, or like that? Because I seen your dad talking to Jeff. I mean, I said Roger. God bless his soul. God bless his soul. I'm sorry, Jeff, because I seen you and Jeff in the ring, and Jeff was like he was taking some cheap shots on you.
I mean, yeah, I'm close with all of them, but yeah, Jeff was he trained me for that fight. He's been training me for a while, so I became close with Jeff first, and then you know, I think that's how I kind of met Floyd, just from training with Jeff and being in Floyd's gym. After a while, like Floyd came in while I was training and met me, and that's kind of how we connected. But yeah, I'm close with both of them.
How's that experience? Because I'll be real with you. I used to just watch the Mayweather channel and just watch Jeff and be like, yo, Jeff is a fool. How is it with Jeff?
He's an amazing trainer. He's very knowledgeable. You know, I know online like he, you know, jokes around a lot. He's a real funny guy, but he's an amazing trainer.
So I seen your dad also. I told you I was watching your dad, Martin Brown, right? I call him your dad. I can say that's your pops because I come from a 2-parent household too. And respect and shout out to your mom, Melissa Brown. Much respect. And you have 2 siblings. You have brother and a sister.
3 sisters and a brother.
3 sisters and a brother. Okay, that's the motivation right there to get the family good.
Yeah.
So is your dad is your dad in the corner, or he's like, you know, just in with the management?
My dad does all the above. Whenever he can be in the corner, he's in the corner. I mean, I've had a lot of fights, and he's been there for, you know, almost every single one of them. He also helps manage and, you know, advise my career as well. So
how is that, like, having your dad with you? Because we seen it like the father son duo. You know, some of it's loud, some of it's very quiet. You don't even know that it's a father son duo. So you're entering that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we know in the last few weeks, you know, few months, you know, Floyd Schofield and his dad and Greg Norman and Brian Norman and his dad making a lot of noise. How do you feel about having your dad at, like, because he seems like pretty straightforward.
yeah, my dad's one of those people, just a straightforward, honest guy. Now I wouldn't have it, you know, any other way. He's the one that got me started into this. He's been teaching me how to fight since I was like born, and you know, he's the reason why I'm where I'm at today, and you know, it's gonna be like that until I finish my career.
There you go. Hey, there you go. Hey, Bo, I'm gonna open the link up after because this is the first time that they've been up here, so I want to make sure they feel comfortable before anybody asks them any other questions, you know. And I'm really wanting Ohio up here. He's got to figure it out. And there is, I would call the architect right there. There is Mr. Martin Brown. How you doing, sir?
You doing on mine? What is wrong with this phone?
I don't know.
Can you hear us?
Where's your internal?
He's on the link. I don't know if he can hear us. Because I thought I was in trouble because it said Melissa Brown. I was like, oh, hold on.
Yeah,
I don't want to smoke with Mom Deuce, man. But so let's see. Now this is what I'm gonna say. Because before I get to your eating habits, because I want 11 months to become a black belt. Was that in Muay Thai?
I was in Taekwondo.
In Taekwondo?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so hold on, man. Come on, bro. Hold on. He got to do something else. It said his device is not connected.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to him, you got a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yes, sir.
And you have what in Muay Thai?
I won world championships in Muay Thai.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the reason of this, man. Like, you know, was it rough coming up, or that's what
I
you
don't know
want?
what's wrong with my phone.
I mean, it was cool.
I don't know. Maybe it's because we ain't got one of these Apple phones.
Hello?
We can hear him. I don't know if he can hear us. Mr. Brown. Okay. There you go. Okay, hold on. I gotta set it up, and there he goes. Okay.
It's not there.
Mr. Brown, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Mr. Brown?
Chime in with you guys.
How you doing? I'm trying to make sure that I have you on the right screen. And Ohio still can't get on.
It's an echo.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, is that good right there?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, let me
Yeah,
get rid of
thank
the
you.
other two. Let me get rid of the other two because we don't need them. All right. Okay, Mr. Brown, the architect of this. How are you doing, sir?
I'm blessed, man. How about yourself?
Oh man, this is big time for me, man. I get to talk to the prodigy. Like I want to ask you some questions because from asking your son,
Mm-hmm.
where do you come from? Because I know that I heard I listened to the video. I watched the prodigy the episode 1. You're trained in multiple mixed martial arts.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I did as well. I started when I was about 7 years old in Jamaica, and just been at it ever since then. You know what I mean? Next year will be 50 years I've been training. I've just turned 56.
Any particular reason? Like you just turned 56?
Yeah.
Man, I thought you was about 45, bro. I
I
was being truly honest with you.
appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thanks.
So, any particular reason that you
Um,
just
you
like I
know,
know you're in Jamaica, like I know it was rough.
well, in Jamaica, man, where I was growing up, it was like one movie theater in the town, and the only thing they played every week was karate movies, them Samurai Sunday movies. And Bruce Lee was big back then, so all of us little kids used to be fighting and doing little karate moves. So my parents, I told them I wanted to start up in martial arts, so they got me involved at the age of 7.
And 50 years of training. I mean, any tournaments or just training?
Yeah, man, I fought. I put it to you like this: I beat every champion I ever fought, and I never lost.
Okay, that pretty much explains your son. Because 11 months to become a black belt in Taekwondo. He's a Muay Thai champion. 67-0 combat.
67-0, and also he's a multiple-time state and national champion, also in kickboxing as well, and boxing.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, are you just like for fun? You just kick ass? Like I just said, he's he's just a badass at 18.
Yeah, man.
At 18, like people don't have these accolades at 18.
I put all my kids in martial arts because it's like an anti-bullying. Like when the bully know you could fight, he gonna try somebody that's gonna be an easy fight for him. So I put Joseph in multiple combat sports at a young age. Kickboxing, boxing, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, and grappling. He did it all. I just wanted him to be able to, protect himself. I kind of had an idea this would happen, but I wasn't sure. And then he just started excelling, later on, and just became a champion in all of them.
So I seen that you said it's looking in the chat that you seen this, him being with the money team.
Yeah.
You said you manifested this. That's why I kind of like the name of the video, is manifested. So I just want to know, like, from Jeff to Floyd, how is it with the money team? Because it's a lot of talking, but when you can actually talk to somebody that's over there, I want to know like how it is.
You asking me or Joseph?
Well, I already spoke to Joseph. I asked
Okay.
Joseph. So
Man, it's been great with the money team. Floyd is an amazing human being. Don't believe all the hype. Floyd is a good man. If you dedicated, hardworking, and you got the talent for it, I mean, nobody is going to just waste all their time if somebody ain't got the talent and invest in them, right? Mm-hmm. But Floyd's a good dude, man. He's I could call him anytime. Joseph call him anytime. He's very giving person. He keep his word. When Floyd say you're gonna do something, he do it, and that's just the bottom line. It's been great, man. Floyd, in my opinion, is the best fighter that ever laced up the gloves in any generation. I put him up against anybody, any weight, and Floyd to beat him because his ring IQ. If you sit down and talk to Floyd and just watch him for a day, man, the dude is so smart. His ring IQ is beyond anything I've ever seen.
Well, it takes one to know one. So also see that this young man has already been in the ring with, I heard, Chris Eubank Jr., Canelo Alvarez, and Boots Ennis, the boogeyman.
Not Canelo, but we're
Canelo?
definitely with Boots. And
He got in the ring with the boogeyman.
yeah,
He was in the ring with the boogeyman. You mean tell me this baby was in the ring with the boogeyman? He ain't scared of the boogeyman. He said Candyman 3 times and said, "What's up? Let's go."
for real.
So, how was that experience? Because I listened to it. You said when you caught him, he wasn't in camp, so he's a little big. You know, he might not have been around the 150-pound range. You know, he might have been around like 175 or something. So how was that getting in the ring with Boots?
It was an amazing experience. You know, he worked with me, and I learned so much from that. Like I sparred him when I was like, it was almost 2 years ago when I was 16, and like still then, just from that one time I sparred him, there's things that I still do now that I picked up just from sparring him that one time. So I mean, like he's an amazing fighter. He's super underrated. Like I think everyone knows that he's good, but I don't think everyone knows like truly how good he is. You just have to like watch him in person to really understand.
Now I have a thing with Boots that I'm like, I think Boots could go to 160 right now and take over.
Yeah, for sure.
Now when everybody else tells me just skip 54, I said, yeah.
Yeah, he really
There's
should.
gonna be a bunch of roadblocks at 54. He go to 60, he take that right over.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't. But so, Mr. Brown, Senior Brown, how does it feel to have to be I mean, because you're father-son duo, how does that feel like to be part of that in the boxing game? Because I know it's brand new.
It's pretty much all we ever known, because out of Joseph's 70 fights, he's 70-0 now in all the combat sports. I've cornered him personally about probably 65 out of the 70 times.
He said,
and it's all we've ever known since he was about 3 years old. It's what we've been doing. So for me, it's not unfamiliar or different. It feels normal to me. I suppose if I wasn't doing this and if we wasn't connected like this, that would feel different to me.
Well, you definitely deserve it, because working 2 jobs and y'all doing the graveyard shift from 12 to 2. Like I said, I watched the entire video. 12 to 2, that's dedicated, because then he got to get up and go to school. And
he got to get up at 6 o'clock and do 1,000 kicks before he went to school.
Oh, damn.
That's when he was 8.
That's when he was 8?
Yeah, and I would do the whole 1,000 with him, because he used to cry. He used to bawl his eyes out. I know he was tired. It was hard. So I started doing it. I started doing the whole 1,000. I tell him, I think I was about 48 at the time. I said, man, I'm 40 years old. I'm doing these 1,000 kicks, so you could do it too. And I just do every single one with him.
You hit him with the old school?
I hit him with that old school. Hey, listen, man, my knees would be all swole up and taped up. I'd be popping Advils, but I would never let him know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to prove that, like, man, if my dad can do it, I got to do it too.
Absolutely.
So you got him on the right track, man. That's perfect. I was really hoping Ohio could get up here, but I don't know what. So, Joseph, when is your next fight?
November 30th. It's in Atlantic City.
What card?
Danny Garcia, Swift Promotions.
Oh, okay. So are you gonna be on the Danny Garcia card?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Atlantic City. That's not too far, because I'm right over here in New York.
Oh,
right.
Close.
Yeah, I'm right over here. I'm over here on the island in New York. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be pushing that. The opponent that you have, like, what do you think? Because like, I don't think nobody gonna be able to beat you. Like, I mean, goddamn, man, like, you kickboxing, Muay Thai, like, can't nobody beat you on the ground. Can't nobody beat you with the feet. Can't nobody beat you with the hand. This gonna be a damn problem. And you only 18, so you may be at 168 by the time you're 21. A growth spurt to kick in.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a 18, you know, you get a tiny bit of your grown man strength. You turn 21, you just one day you wake up and look in the mirror and be like, where did this come from?
Yeah, you talk about grown man strength. Last night, Mark Roberts, he called me, sent me a video of Joseph. Man, he hit this dude so hard with a right hand. Dude took off running around the ring, wobbling everywhere. He had to stop. And then Bozy called me today and said, man, I just blinked. I turned my eyes for a second and I heard just boom. Joseph hit some dude and dropped him face first in the ring. Dude was just out.
So you
and he just turned 18.
Hold on. So you had it. I hate to do this to him, but I watched the fight. So you had a guy doing the Chris Colbert?
Yeah, Chris Colbert for real.
Nah, because Chris Colbert is that's the difference right there. Because like he's younger than me, and when he first got to stardom, and he was young B-Hop, and then it got to his head, and then now look at him like,
yeah,
can't stay in shape. You can't, you know, certain fighters just can't keep the focus. That's just real. Like certain fighters can't keep the focus and stay true to this. Like there's a lot of fighters that can't keep that focus, and especially, you know, when it comes to the, you know, when you have this they always trying to make an excuse for us. So you gotta have that focus. And him being young and headstrong and got his dad behind him, man, that is, oh my God, that's the greatest thing. Now, I want to ask a couple more questions. Before I do, are y'all open to anybody? Because I got guys that's been here helping me, and these guys would love, like we've been doing research all week just to ask you guys some questions. And we did want Ohio's supposed to be up here. I'm gonna blame him. I'm definitely blaming Marcus. I'm calling nobody's government. I'm blaming Marcus. He's not here. But if not, though, it's cool. But if you want, you know, some people would just love to ask you guys some questions, because, you know, I'm a small channel, man. I just want to like be personable with the fighter. I want to make sure that he know anytime he's up or anytime he come back, there's nothing malicious. Everybody, we're praising you. We're praising the Father, because, you know, it can get ugly out here, you know, with a couple of these guys. These guys make themselves try to be bigger than the fighter. And that's not what we want. But I know I'm asking your father some questions, but to know, here's an old saying. Now they go old Negro spiritual. To know the man that you are, I got to see where your father came from. It's just, you know, so, but I got my guy up here, Bo. He wants to, okay, Bo, what you got for the prodigy? Make sure you know the prodigy. We're gonna make sure that everybody knows this now, because this man right here, woo-wee, and total combat fighting now, like I was saying, you know, he could whoop ass in boxing, he could whoop ass in PFL, he whoop ass in UFC. Given the time frame, man, 67, 70 and old already at 18. I'll give it up to the Prodigy. Anything you want to ask the Prodigy?
Hey, thanks for having me on. Hey, my question is, you know, it's good to see, you know, father being, you know, in the child's life and whatnot, raising them up, you know what I'm saying, to be a successful young man and whatnot.
Thank you.
My question is like, how did you keep the discipline going as your son was growing up? Because I know that could be a difficult challenge as they, you know, they go through their teenage years and stuff. Were you able to keep them focused?
Joseph always been a good kid, man. He been a godly young man that, you know, you could pop Joseph door open anytime he's reading his Bible. He's just that kind of kid that's just an obedient child. Now, did he have a few little rebellious moments when he was a teenager? Yeah. And when I seen that kind of stuff happening, he might have been about 13. I pulled him out of regular public school and I started letting him homeschool at home. And that way I could keep him focused on his schoolwork. Joseph was a straight A honor roll student all the way from the first grade. And when I put him in homeschool, he kept up his GPA, and he's been a straight A student from the jump. That way I was able to keep him away from the distractions. Like he started having some little friends like we all did when we was coming up
Yeah, everybody.
that were very distracting to him. And I seen what was about to take place, right? And I needed him to focus because I knew what he had in him. I knew what his potential was. You know, not only because I did it myself, but I really feel like God put this kid here on this planet for a special reason. And even in the COVID times, we did something for the WBC. There was a lot of kids committing suicide, you know, very depressed, going through a lot of mental stress and mental health problems. And Joseph did a special video for his generation, right? Reaching out to the kids his age and encouraging them that this one wasn't going to last forever, that, you know, we'll make it together. And he just did something special for them. And I knew at that time that Joseph calling on his life and his purpose in this life goes way beyond boxing. I think he gonna help a lot of people one day, you know, in his generation to come. So I had to keep him on the straight and narrow, so to speak. So that's what I did. I did homeschooling and we kept working and here we are today.
I think you both could help. Like this is like, you know, this is the stories we need. You know what I'm saying? Like LeVar Ball type stuff like that. Like, even though, you know, but on a lower landscape, you ain't gotta, you know, LeVar. But I see your other son. He may be taller than Joseph. I see you got him in there too.
Listen, man, I was just talking to Bozy today when he called me about my other son. My other son, I was training with him yesterday. I put on a chest protector when I work and I put on gloves. So I'm throwing punches, they slipping and countering back. And I have a little headgear that I taped to the top of it. So it's right under my chin. When Joseph was small, I drew some eyes and a little nose and mouth. And that was the head that he would be punching at. Yeah. So I was training with my son yesterday. He's 12. He just turned 13. That dude was hitting me so hard, bro. He was hitting me so hard that I had to stop and go take some Tylenol and then finish. That's how hard he was. So like this, Isaiah gonna be the hitman. We already gave him Isaiah the Hitman Brown. He gonna be knocking everybody out. I think he gonna break Mike Tyson's record. Joseph almost did it. Joseph came close to beating Tyson's record. I think my other son gonna do it.
Yeah,
for the fastest knock.
He said the guy walked into he said once the guy walked into like the check left hook, it was rapping. He said the guy said after that, you know, it was a rap. So
yeah.
AC, you got anything you want to add? You want to ask Joe? You want to ask the Prodigy or the architect? We got a name for you too, Dad. You the architect.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
He the Prodigy and he's the hitman. Yeah, you're the architect of it.
Thank you, bro.
I just got a statement I'd like to make to the architect and the Prodigy together. Looking at you guys' background, being that you both trained, fought, and competed, if I was to compare the father-son dynamic to any fighter that's out there right now, father-son dynamic, I would say you guys have the most solid foundation because you understand each other's plight, just like you doubled down on it and you said, you know what, to help drive my son and keep him focused, I did the leg exercises with him. So with that being said, most of my questions are going to be to the Prodigy because I want people to get out here and kind of know who he is on both sides. So my first question is going to be this. You have a time machine. You can go back in any era to fight any champion. What era do you go back to and what's the champion that you fight?
Maybe
I'll make it even easier. You can even include MMA.
I would like to, you know, maybe Sugar Ray Leonard. Cause I think he's one of my favorites. So I would like to, actually be in there with him.
Okay, that's what's up. What about an MMA fighter since you also have that background?
An MMA fighter? I'd say either like Anderson Silva or Chris Weidman, one of those two.
Okay.
I knew one of those names was gonna be Anderson Silva just to see.
Yeah.
Cool.
I knew.
Cool.
Hey, you know what, AC? You asked that question. I want to ask Dad that same question because Dad got a bunch of ass whoopings he done put on some people. I want to know who Dad
same
want to
question to
fight.
you, Dad. Same question to you. You have a time machine. You could go back and fight any MMA fighter, you could think of, and that'll extend back to Pride. Who do you fight?
Boxing wise, I think I would have wanted to fight Roberto Duran.
Oh, okay.
At what weight
And,
class though? Because you don't look like a small man.
I was back then. I was at welterweight back then, and then I moved up to 160. So 47 would have been good. I think as far as MMA, I would have liked to fight Conor McGregor.
Okay, that's what's up. Now back to Joseph. I got some rapid questions that I'd like to ask you.
Yeah.
Just in the fact that you're in Toronto. Now I'm a chef, and I also follow restaurants around the world. And congrats to Toronto for having getting two Michelin star restaurants in 2023 and 24. But all right, best burger in Toronto.
Gladiator Burger.
Best pizza in Toronto.
He's saying great up there.
Yeah, to be honest.
Okay, all right. Favorite movie.
Favorite movie in general. Favorite movie in general.
Yeah, just what's your favorite movie? Period.
Grown-ups.
Okay. Who's your favorite fighter?
I like Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather.
Okay. Favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay. Favorite anime?
I don't watch anime.
Okay.
He is anime. He don't need to watch it.
All right. Favorite subject in school? That's the last one.
Well, actually, for anime, probably Avatar. That's the only one.
Okay. All right. Brilliant. I like that. I'm a big fan of Aang and airbending and the whole 9 yards. Favorite subject in school?
Maybe like science.
Okay, I was a math head and a history head. All right, my last question is going to be around this. Being that you have started out in martial arts, and this can also apply to Dad as well. Being that you guys both have a start out in martial arts, when you made the transition in boxing, do you think it helped you because it allowed you to, from my perspective, because that's kind of what I did, it allowed me to disguise my power punch. It allowed me to be a natural switch hitter, because traditional boxing, they're gonna teach you the different stances or whatever. Martial arts is usually the power hand first, and just basically the understanding of boxing was more of just learning the distance of where you kept your feet.
Yeah, it's my martial arts background has definitely helped me a lot. Especially in this couple of areas that you said, like the switching point, because I always used to switch. So even in my boxing, I can switch now whenever I do. Distance for sure has helped my distance a lot. Definitely like my inside work when I'm boxing. A lot of things that I learned in like when I was doing like jujitsu and stuff, I'm able to translate when I'm boxing. So it definitely helps me like when I'm on the inside as well. And I think also martial arts it helped me learn and stay disciplined on boxing.
Beautiful answer, bro. Great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise.
And Joseph, you work the money team, man. You seem very humble to be on the money team, man. This is you guys seem like the humble. This might be the humblest signing I've ever heard of. This on the money team.
The humble team.
I mean, regardless of who I'm with or whatever type of status I have or get one day, I'm still gonna be, the same me I always was.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
And I just want to it leads to my question. We see a lot of father and son duels, right? As far as like coaching and fighting and stuff. But my question is like, are y'all prepared for like, as you get older, you become more successful? Are y'all prepared for the distractions? Because a lot of people on social media and everywhere else and business and everything, they want to say any and everything is kind of like separate the two to try to pull the person who been there for you this whole time away so they could come up behind and try to direct you. Like, are y'all prepared for all these distractions coming up in the future?
That's been happening.
Yeah. To like where I'm at right now, like to be honest, I've already been around and like seen everything. The only difference between what's gonna happen like right now and in the future is I might have some more money and be world champion. But as far as the distractions that come with that, I've already like seen all of that. And if I was to get distracted, it would have been happened already. So.
Well, you did say your dad does everything. If he's not in the corner, he makes sure that the paperwork and the flights and the transportation. So if dad does everything, if he feels comfortable with somebody, because I seen, like you say, he takes you into gyms where he feel like it's gonna hone your skills in. He doesn't have some people be like, no, mine. Like they get Daffy Duck syndrome, like mine. It's my first. You know what I'm saying? People get that. Like, but if you be like, I think if he go over here, he can learn with some over here. And, so I think that's cool. But when it comes to that, the gyms, like, because y'all are in Canada, right?
Yeah.
So do y'all go from Canada to Vegas or Los Angeles when you go to the Mayweather gym?
Yeah, I'm always going back and forth between Vancouver and Las Vegas.
And Philly, right?
In Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Philly now.
Ooh. Oh man, this dude, he turns 21, man. He gonna be hurting people. He be 2-3 round knockouts. We gonna be like, you gotta put him in a ring with somebody.
And by the way, I got a good management team that's working with us now. Vinali Group is a great friend of mine I grew up with. And he stepped in to take over a lot of those things that I had to be doing before, but he'd do it on a much better, grander scale because he's a very successful businessman. So that has helped me a lot. Now I could kind of just focus on his training.
But see what Dad just said right there is what I was saying. Just speaking freely and everything and open. It's kind of what I was saying about looking at other fighters' son combinations where the dad is just trying to do too much. It's like, listen, you could still be there, but you don't have to be the guy trying to negotiate everything. Sometimes, in my opinion, I would say the son would just, want to have his dad there just for a minute and not be talking to you as a manager or a coach or a promoter. It's like, listen, I'm a little, excuse my language, fucked up in the head right now. I just need my dad to talk to me. I don't need it. I don't need all the business side. Just give me that dude for 10 minutes and that'll probably straighten me out. And I think this is where some of these young fighters that are in these combinations, whatever their dynamic is, they can't really put it down like that to their dad. Like, listen, just be easy and just be a dad for like 2 months straight. And I think everything will be all right.
Yes. I've had to juggle that, man, over the years, being father and being coach. And it's a fine line that you got to walk.
Yeah.
There he goes. That's the man that put us together right there. My guy Ohio runs boxing. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's horrible over here.
What's going on, bro?
Pretty good.
Come on, man. You supposed to be my co-host on this one, man. Come on, man. What you got over here for the architect?
Hold on, man. I got an echo.
Oh, there you go.
Hold on.
Listen, Pops Brown, man, you got to run with the architect, man, because your son is, listen, he's going to be putting shit to bed. People going to be like, listen, I seen that left hand he threw. I was like, how the fuck he throw that left hand like that? The kid you with the left hand, and he just, how the fuck did you hit him with that? I was just like, you was off balance, leaning, and was like, oh, you're right there. And he looked like Martin after Tommy. He like, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight no more, Gina. That's what he looked like. He said, I don't want to fight no more.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, it's that coming from that martial arts background, you could see stuff like that.
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, things like that. But Ohio, go ahead, bro.
What's good, guys? How you doing, Martin and Joseph? Man, I apologize trying to get on this darn thing, man.
All good, bro. How's everything?
Pretty good. Now, I've seen that you said that you working with Danny Garcia and upcoming promotions and his upcoming. He's doing a good job there, man. I've seen the interview where he was talking about copying. I'm gonna say, learning from Al Heyman on how to do the business and how to treat the fighters. I think that's dope. How did that come about, you and Danny? How did y'all link up, Joseph?
Well, that was something that Mayweather Promotions got me. I guess they was working close. Carmel also recently fought on one of Danny's cards, so I think they became kind of close like that.
Okay, yeah, I love what he's doing. I love what Danny's doing, man. He's showing out down there in Philly. Another question, because he asked some good questions. A lot of questions that I was going to ask too. Some of the questions, basic questions. You a super welterweight. Is there any super welterweights that you like right now that you look? Because I'm an Ohio guy too. We got Charles Conwell right there in the top. So, what are some of the guys that you look up to that you actually like, that you like watching right now?
Right now,
I know you got Tim fighting tomorrow. You got Tim.
Yeah, Tim's
it's
nice.
A couple of them, man.
I like Fedor.
I know Crawford there now, so he at 154.
Yeah.
You got a lot of 154 pounders.
Yeah, I say Fedor is probably my favorite in the 54 pounder right now.
He long, man. That's a long dude.
Yeah, lanky dude.
Okay. So you like Fedor? Yeah, he's durable. He's definitely durable. Who do you have winning out of Earl and Fedor? If they supposed to fight, I mean, all these postpones is crazy. So they supposed to fight next year on in January. So who do you think gonna win out of that?
It's hard to say. Like I feel like a prime Spence would usually would have no problem, but it's hard to say. Not because I don't like to just I know a lot of people in boxing just kind of base you off your last performance, and I know Spence's last performance against Crawford wasn't great, but then I don't want to just count him out for that. But then it's also it's been a long time since that fight happened. I mean, it's almost 2 years, so he's gonna be coming off of a long layoff and trying to go against Fedor, which is
that's my concern.
Yeah, there's nobody like him right now, and he's been doing good. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a good fight. To be honest, I think it's gonna be a good fight. It's kind of hard to call who got it.
Yeah, with the inactivity, I hope it's a good fight because I'm picking Fedor based off the inactivity. That's gonna be really, really tough.
Club, bro. He was just in the club celebrating, bro. I put it up there. He was just in the club celebrating. Yeah. We don't even know who your trainer is. You're in the club. You can't be in the club. Hey, listen, Pop Brown and Joseph Brown. I don't know if he told y'all, but if y'all remember a few years ago when that little video that popped up about Earl when his girl was asking me want to go to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I don't like, bro. You can't be in the club. You can't be in the club. You can't be seen in the club. You can't. This is God bless his soul. If Hector Camacho would have lived through whatever, and then you seen him in the club in the streets partying again, you'd have been like, he back at
it. Hector was a friend of mine. He was a good friend of mine.
So I mean,
Camacho.
Bro, AB, if we see you at the club and you, we know you back at it. You just got some money. So this is no different. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit here and act like Adrian Broner's the only guy. No, bro, you in the
Yeah, it's definitely about discipline. Some guys can take shortcuts. Don't get me wrong. We had Ricardo Mayorga who was actually smoking at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, he
And
smoked
you know, he was able to get it. But some fighters can take shortcuts, not all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not justifying it or even trying to condone it, but yeah, Earl definitely need to just focus. You know, I'm a Team Crawford when it came to them fighting. So, but
Yeah.
let me ask you this question, Martin. When it comes to the duels, when it's the father and son, man, it's a lot of them in our era of boxing right now, and I love it. Angel Garcia, Danny, Kenny Porter, Sean. You know, who are some of the dual fathers and sons guys that you like watching right now?
All of the above that you mentioned, man. Anytime I see a father and son out there doing it, it's always a dynamic duo. It's something special about a father and son relationship when they get into anything, or a father-daughter, like the Williams sisters, right? When you have a father, or when you have a strong family, but especially a father in your life, being a backbone and encouragement and being there for you to pave the way and help you through everything, you normally find success from those fighters or athletes, is what I discovered. My problem was I was talented like Joseph, but I didn't have a father in my life. So my talent kind of fell to the wayside for me anyway. And now, me being the opposite of what I grew up with, I decided I'm going to be here for my kids and I'm going to pour into them everything I got. And whatever they choose to do in life, I'm going to support that 100%.
Has there been some things that point out in teachings where you like looked at Kenny or Angel or something and said, I'm gonna take that. I learned something from them. I'm gonna take that. Have you took some in from watching those guys?
Floyd and his father, really.
Mm.
His father was a perfectionist and his father pushed him. And Floyd even said, you know, in different interviews, he didn't tell me that, but in different interviews, he said, man, I used to actually hate my dad because he made me do so much. But now I love my father and I understand why he pushed me the way he did. And lots of times, man, I was pushing Joseph to the point of where he was crying tears. And a couple of times I just told him, look, man, if you don't want to do this, then go be an engineer like my brother. You're a smart kid. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you want to do this, you got to give it all you got. And you got to do what I tell you to do because I know how to make you a champion. So all this complaining and crying and doing all this right here, man, I ain't got time for that. I got other kids younger than you that I'm sure will be willing to do it. So if you don't want to do this, I'll go train one of them. I'll just wait, you know what I'm saying, a little longer. Sometimes I had to talk to him like that, but it came a point where he got it. He understood. He started winning national championships and, you know, so on and so forth. And something just clicked at some point where he understood that it's the hard work that's going to get him there and the ring IQ. But most of all, you got to embrace the grind, bro. You got to embrace the hard road. You got to understand that in order for you to be a champion of champions, you got to do more than everybody else. You got to do when they sleeping, you got to be working. When they study in boxing, you got to stay up for an extra fight and study that one. You got to do more than anybody on the planet is doing if you want to be better than anybody on the planet. That was Floyd's senior approach. That's my approach.
That's my approach because that's the way I had to be if I wanted to rise to the level of chef that I am and consultant and build my consultant. Like I would always tell young cooks or people in training, listen, when other guys go home or go to the bar after work or go home to be with their girlfriend, you know
Right.
what you do? You go find videos. You open up cookbooks from around the world. You look at if you
Absolutely.
don't know the names of the top people in your business, you don't care about the business you're in. So at the end of the day, Dad, you got the perfect mentality. You feel what I'm saying to hone, raise, and breed champions, and that's what
Thank
a
you.
lot of dad managers, in my opinion, just don't have. Some are great at it. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I told y'all I like the
never had
Jahad
the
Tucker
opportunity.
thing, man. I like that
Yeah.
Jahad Tucker thing. This
Yeah.
feels like the Jahad Tucker and his dad and Marley and them. This feels like real wholesome, just like that.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say I just never had the opportunity or nor a platform which is grateful that a guy I met online and we kind of hit it off. Allows me to come up here and meet a real professional boxer and have a conversation with his dad and and wish both of you guys the absolute best. You got a fan as long as you continue to fight, whether that's MMA or boxing.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm
Appreciate that.
saying?
Now, AC, this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say because I watched the whole thing before I let them get up. Before I let them both get up out of here, right? Joseph, the prodigy, right? He's making his own meals. I'm watching him put ketchup on stuff and then eat blueberries. Listen, AC, like, listen, if you can email him, some recipes or something, because I said, I watched him. He had ketchup on it, and then he ate a bowl of blueberries.
Yeah, hey, listen. They from Canada, home of lingonberries. That's where I order my lingonberries from. And my,
Yeah. Hey, listen, I get it. They live in Canada, and I'm about to ask him because his dad, dad's from Jamaica. Cause I seen the flag, so I know, you know what I'm saying. So I was just like, if you could just email him something, because he said he's his own chef, and I don't think that the prodigy should have to cook for his goddamn self. That's just me. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he should. I see how dad is, and dad like, hey man, we can save money on that, do that shit. But if you can send him the consultant shit, and he just whip that up. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That'd be fine.
It'll be my pleasure, bro.
He is on Instagram. You catch him on Instagram. Ohio's in here. We'll get all that behind the scenes. But I want to ask Dad this question.
It's my pleasure. You already got my email and everything, Pop.
I got you. I want to ask Dad this because Dad, you seem like a top tier dad. How was it trying to be a dad, not knowing what a dad was because you didn't have one? So that's the hardest thing. Like, some kids, like I got 3. I got 22, 10, 8. And to be real with you, the 22-year-old, I'm sorry, she was the test dummy. She was the first one. I think like people don't want to say it, but you don't know what you're doing.
Mm-mm.
So, and even though I had a dad, I still didn't know, but I was able to call on him and ask like that, like he'll be able to do to you. So how did you? Because my dad didn't know neither. His dad left when he was 11. So, and he's in his 70s. So how did you weather that storm? Like 2 jobs, homeschool, 12 to 2, late graveyard shift boxing, getting up in the morning, doing 1,000 kicks. How did you manifest being his trainer, his disciplinarian, and his dad?
Well, I guess I would say, first of all, is that I tried to do everything that my father didn't do. And, I tried to raise my kids up opposite than how I was raised. That's the first thing I did. The second thing is I got a good wife. Joseph has my children have a great mom that helps me a lot. But the most important thing is I love my kids so much, man. I'd die for any one of my kids. I know people say that, but if they fell in the water and a shark or a crocodile or something, it's me. It's on. It's me and them. I'm jumping right in his face and we fighting. I would do anything for my kids. I would die for my kids, any one of them, right here, right now. And when you have love, like that for your children, and you want the best for them, it's something about love that teaches you how to parent, because everything comes from that place of compassion for your children, and you strive to do what's best for them. Will you make mistakes along the way? Of course you will. But you know what I'm saying? You just learn and you keep going. But the first and foremost thing that I've always done is put God first in our life. I have not been perfect because I came up in the street. However, I'm learning as I go through the word of God how to be. The Bible teaches us how to be good sons, first of all, teaches us how to be good fathers. And I try my best through life experience and God's word and love to raise my family that way. That's it.
Great answer, man. Like, I just wanted to know because when I was watching it, I was like, yo, just watching. Y'all only got 1 episode. I left a message like, I can't wait for the second one.
Yeah.
But just watching that, it was like, yeah, man, that's what I got. I'm gonna be real with you. What you're giving, like Joseph, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
What he's giving to you, that's what I grew up with. Like a dad that didn't know what a dad was, and he learned on his own, and he just made me like I'm just a man. That's all he's I'm just a guy. I'm just a dad. I'm just a guy. Like, you know, but what I can teach you is that you're gonna have to build up a callus that you never thought that you ever could possibly have, and everything, and like just having and then you being the oldest, and then that trickling down to your siblings. Yeah, man, this is just like one of the best interviews I ever done. One of the best sessions ever. Nice and wholesome. Oh, yo, Ohio, you already know, man. I appreciate this one. And
Yeah,
I
good
don't want to
looking.
keep y'all too
Good
long,
looking,
man.
bro.
Y'all want to, you know, if you want to stay, if you want to go, because I know y'all got things to do, man. Y'all, bro, I know y'all busy right now, man. If
I
you
got
like,
I got 2 more questions for Martin,
go ahead,
man. And
it's
All right.
always open. It's always open. It's always open.
Thank you.
I was a little late, man. I apologize for that, guys. I
Go ahead,
truly am,
Ohio.
man.
I'm like, I
No
got
problem.
everything out. Go ahead, because, you know, you set
No
this up.
problem.
Martin, you was you and your son, y'all have been dedicated to boxing now, you know, and I talk to a lot of boxers. I got a good relationship with a lot of them. There are some fighters who was 8-0, 9-0, and they got in bad management teams and they became inactive, and they end up being scared because all they knew was boxing. That's all they were
Right.
pushed to. That's all they knew. They did not have a plan B. And this question is for: do y'all have a plan B, or is y'all 100% just focused? I mean, do y'all plan? Is it bad to have a plan B or a plan C if boxing don't work? You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes we don't want to have that mindset that it ain't gonna work. Because I just see the opposite of a lot of fighters who had that same mentality, and
Yeah.
now they don't know what to do.
I think most people, they should have a plan B. As far as I'm concerned, I'm all in, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, at 56, maybe about 10 years ago or so, I told my wife, I said, look, you know, I'm working 2 jobs, you working 2 jobs. We could save our money. We could invest. We could do all this right here. In 20, 25 years, we could retire. We could move back to Jamaica. We own a bunch of property there. We could build a house and we could live an okay life in retirement. Or we could just give it all we got and invest in our son. And if you'll believe in this vision with me, because I see a champion in him. Joseph
Mm-hmm.
stood up. Joseph could stand up and on when he was 6 weeks old. He was a month and a half. That's impossible. That can't even happen. And he could stand up and hold furniture and look around, and like he was so advanced as an infant that I knew he was going to be a world champion. And I told my wife, I said, but the thing about this is we're gonna have to give up our retirement. We're gonna have to give up working like we're doing. We're gonna have to give up our security, and we're gonna have to lay it all on the line. We got to put it all on the line and hope that everything works out the way I think it's gonna work out. And my wife took that risk with me, and we've given it all we got. And so far it has paid off. Would I recommend that to everybody? No, because it don't work. It don't work out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I'm telling you, I'm the kind of person I used to I needed a plan A, B, C, D, E, and F. I had to be like that. But in this particular case, I'm being honest with you. I ain't trying to get too religious, but I have so much trust. I'd be like, God, I talk to God like I'm talking to you. I said, Lord, you already know. I'm giving it all. This is all I got. I'm throwing it all right here because I believe this is the way you want me to go with my family. Lord, I can't fail. You can't fail me because if this don't work out, we through. So, we going for it, man. There's no plan B. Not on this one.
I'll
I
tell you
love
this.
it, man.
I'll tell you this
I'm
before
all in
Ohio.
for it too, man.
Ohio,
I
before you
appreciate
say your next question.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And one thing,
That was
another thing I noticed, you know, on the social media, I don't know how long you and Joseph have been following me and the Ohio Run Boxing stuff that I did, but I've noticed almost everywhere I go on social media, in the comment section, or even over the years, I've seen you promoting your son, pushing him. So you a low key promoter yourself, man. When it comes to father and son, I think you do a great job at that, and I wanted to make sure I say that on this panel, man. We need a lot of fathers like you too who push it, because I'm starting to cross over from just covering Ohio. Can't tell you nothing about Ohio, but over to another regions where I'm actually talking to other boxers from Blair Cobb, Rashidi Ellis. They love what I do, and it's a dope feeling to see people reach out and also see you grind the way you do for your son. He deserves all the attention, and I hope he get a lot of accolades because you just making fans. The more you go around different platforms and share his story and his, I mean, seeing 67-0 amateur is just it's make you pay attention a little bit more. You know what I mean? And I think you do a great job of pushing your son. I think you do a great job promote him too. He don't know, he probably do, but you be in those chats, man. You be, hey, lift my son, post my son, and that's a dope thing to do, man. Because I'll do that. Now, don't want to ask my last question because I know y'all been on here.
Hold on,
no rush, man.
Hold on, before you ask that one, you're gonna be getting phone calls from a few other bigger platforms because they be stealing our shit. That's one. They send you up here, you're gonna be getting a call. 2, Ohio. Just because you said that, right? I'm gonna say this because I really appreciate that you're doing this for me. I've had Blair on here 4 times. That's from Ohio. I've got 4 boxes that I've spoken to. I've spoken to you guys. I solely appreciate that. That's come from Ohio Run Boxing. Somebody don't like that. I've spoken to Blair 4 times. The first time, that came from Ohio Run Boxing. I've spoken to Armand
Richards.
That came from Ohio Run Boxing. I spoke to Laquan Lewis. Now, like if I wouldn't be the man enough to say that on this panel right now, I just really appreciate my guy having the time to have 2 of the most humble people come up here. And the last thing, just so you know, Mr. Pop Brown.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's a pastor.
Awesome.
And my father he's the street N-word. So I come from best of both worlds when it comes to that. So I understand exactly how you're raising your son. You have a strong foundation. And the fact that your wife was willing to be like, okay, babe, I'm gonna trust you. That people just don't understand the foundation that y'all built with that. And that's just the biggest thing to me right there that I appreciate the most.
It's a Pop. It's the best example of unconditional love. If you don't have that, you can't do what they doing.
That's true. And Prodigy, I hope you don't, I don't want you, but because it's you, I gotta solo you out. This is all about you. Even though, we're talking like around you and about you, this is all about you. Like I said, you know who the son's gonna be when you know where their parents came from.
But hey, hold on. Doesn't that leave room for the second and third, and then we could just chop it up with you about just anything because we got all the formalities out the way. Now things gonna open up and be a little bit more free and be a little bit more in depth. And we may ask you a question that's based on a not to be funny, but somewhat of a long-winded answer, but an answer that we all come to a revelation about you. And I think that's hopefully what we could get on the next one. Me being a fan of yours now advocating for a second interview, sneak, poke, hint. You feel what I'm saying?
Anytime, man. Speaking to the brother that your mom's a pastor, that's awesome, man. And I connect with spirituality because I don't know if we even put this in the interview. Did y'all know that all my kids was born on my birthday, man?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I had that street life, but I knew God was calling me, man, like talking to me. Like I would always have dreams since I was a little kid. And I learned about God in the Bible through dreams. And then I tell, like, at that time, my parents were together. I tell them about dreams I had. They got so scared. They started taking me to see bishops and priests and different people. They thought something was wrong with me. How could he know these things? So it was always that battle between the streets and, you know, the Lord and stuff like that. But later in life, I had many pastors came to me and told me that God was going to send my wife and she'd have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl at that time. And finally, long story short, when I met my wife, and I married her, and I told her about all these dreams I had and all these different pastors and prophets giving me the same message over and over for many years. I had 3 dreams, man. I had one dream before she got pregnant that I had this little baby on my birthday. Then when she got pregnant, about 4 months in, I had another dream, this little baby on my birthday. Then when she was 7 months, I had another dream that had this baby on my birthday. But I didn't think that it was a bunch of different babies. I thought, man, I keep having this dream about this baby on my birthday. I just thought it was just talking about a baby being born on my birthday. So anyway, Joseph came on my birthday, October 13, 2006. Then 4 years later, my wife got pregnant and she ended up having my daughter, Michaela, again on my birthday. Then she got pregnant right away again. And my son, Isaiah, came the next year on my birthday. And just to wrap it up, 12 years went by, and a couple years ago, I had a friend of mine in Miami call me. He goes, man, this is the lady, this pastor I want you to meet. She kind of prophetic and everything. You need to talk to her. I said, all right. So we talking to her. She's saying some pretty good things and everything, like, you know, your future is going to be bright and all this other stuff. So I said, okay, you know, that's cool. But then she told my wife, oh, and by the way, you're going to have another baby. I'm like, so when we got off the phone, I said, Melissa, I think that's a woman of God, but she definitely missed that one. That ain't the Lord talking. Like, ain't no way. Because at that time, I was almost 55 at that time. I'm like, I ain't having no more babies at 50-something years old. And man, I'll tell you what, man, a few months later, my wife, same birth control and all that, just got pregnant out of nowhere. And then I was
that's
mad
why I
at
wanted
first.
to know who because he was holding Mariah. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Mariah Brown. Yeah, I did my research.
All right.
Mariah Brown is your daughter.
Yeah, Mariah is my daughter. Yeah. So with Mariah now, when I was like, God, what is this? Like, you never told me. Well, let me tell you what happened with the lady, the pastor, the prophetess. As soon as she gave us that message, she died, man. Just out of nowhere. She gave us the message a few days later. She just dropped dead. Like, and that kind of freaked me out. But anyway, my wife did end up it's like God sent her with a message for us or something.
Yeah.
So she got pregnant, and then I got another dream about this one, man. 2 of them. In the dream, I seen a baby with a little bit of pink. And I said, Melissa, I don't know. The baby had blue and pink. Is it going to be a boy or girl? Then in my next dream, about a week later, I saw this little baby, full head of hair and all pink. And in my in my dream, I picked her up and I called her Mariah in the dream. When I came out the dream, I said, Melissa, I think this baby gonna be a girl, because I called her Mariah, and in my dream she was born on Christmas. Man, sure enough, my wife went into labor right here in this room on Christmas morning. I ran her to the hospital. A few hours later, she had Mariah on Christmas, man.
So you was like a dreamer, like Daniel in the Bible, man. Oh man,
yeah, I guess so, man.
He dreamed the kids. He dreamed that his son was going to be this. He dreamed that where he was going to sign to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ohio, before you ask this question, let me just want to check. My guy, Bodywork Boxing, who actually Bodywork made the thumbnail. The thumbnail that we sent, that's out there, he made the thumbnail. So that's my guy. He said, ask Joseph, does he have a kill switch?
Oh shit! I mean, I guess yeah. Whenever I see somebody hurt, I'm on them. So
yeah.
Have you sparred any guys from Ohio?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to name some, because I wouldn't know they're from.
How about Rolly? I seen y'all with Rolly. Have y'all ever worked with Rolly? Or?
Yeah, I spar Rolly.
What's it like with Rolly?
It's cool. I mean, as a fighter, he hits hard. It's like probably the hardest puncher I've been in the ring with. But
wow, because that was the next question I was gonna follow up with. You Rolly is the hardest puncher you sparred with?
yeah.
Wow.
I got a couple of questions for Dad. Here's the questions. First question: You listen. Being that you said you 56, were you basically raised in Canada? You spent all. I mean, I know you said you come from Jamaica, but when did you go from Jamaica to Canada?
I think I was 11, but then I spent a lot of time in Miami too, down in
Okay,
Florida.
so then the next question I'm going to ask should make you laugh if you deal with it. You deal with dancehall music?
Of course, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
That's
say because Canada always had some big sound clashes and things like
yeah.
that. What's your best sound from what's your best sound? Let me just ask that question.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I grew up on Bob Marley in the '70s. So I never really, I love all Jamaican music, but I always go back to my roots. You know.
Okay, because I like for me it's probably it's a toss up between Stone Love and Addie's.
So
all right.
I understand why.
Huh?
I understand why.
Oh, for sure. And I've been to Canada. I've been to Vancouver one time to watch a big sound clash they had back in the '80s.
Okay. All right. That's where we live in now in Vancouver.
Yeah, all right. So I got
we
my
moved over
last
here.
question is this. Your favorite Saturday morning kung fu flick?
Oh man. Wow. You remember Silver Fox?
Yeah.
I used to love watching Silver Fox, man. He'll put his arms behind his back and he'll just take that one leg and kick you to sleep about 50, 60 times.
Hey, look,
I used to love watching Silver Fox.
Hey, Joseph, let me tell you something. I'm 43. What they talking about, the two guys in the middle, over our head.
No, I'm 55.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep a range of people on the panel, because you never know.
Listen,
now, I have a question.
I'm 55. I'll be 56 this November.
See, that's exactly why.
It is.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, Joseph, do you play video games?
Sometimes, yeah. I play Call of Duty, and I play I actually play Undisputed too. Just came out.
There we go.
There we go.
Are you? I'm asking. You ain't got to tell, because Blair already told us he may be on the DLC, one of the DLC packages. Have you been approached? Are you?
He's on there. He's already on there.
Oh, look at Bo! Look at Bo!
He's the youngest fighter. He's the youngest fighter on the game, and also his character will be the only one with a martial arts background to him.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's the youngest fighter. Matter of fact, they say, listen, we got to keep this on the download till he turned 18. But we want him so bad that we'll break the rules and sign him when he's 17. So he signed when he was 17, actually.
Sweet. Is that why Floyd said, give me $10 million because I already gave you the Prodigy? You already got the Prodigy. I'll let you get the Prodigy. You can't give me $10 million? You won't come out like, what do you want? Let me give you Carmel Mo for free too?
Carmel on there too. Carmel and Joseph. They're the two youngest fighters.
Come on, man.
Carmel on there too? So they got all characters then.
I think they're still working on the characters, so they'll be introduced to the game real soon.
Okay, I think that's probably what it is, which is dope. That's really, really dope, man. That's awesome. Breaking news on here.
Yeah, breaking news right there. You know they're gonna steal it.
I'm really big on the video game, right? I've been on the game for 2 years, and I was like, yo, when they actually get the kinks out and everything, this is gonna be huge, because when the kids start to play it, like, you love NBA, you love NFL, you love soccer, you love hockey. All of them have what? Video games that make almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
What is boxing? UFC got it. What is they put boxers in the UFC game? They put boxers in GTA. Like, people are still playing Fight Night. So this right here, I'm so glad that you guys were in the. I'm so glad that you guys are in the game. Like, I haven't had a console since people broke into my house and stole one in 2021. But I'm just because of Undisputed, I'm like, yo, boxing, I got to get me a console. So now that I know that y'all ain't in the game, like this is letting me know that this is a broader thing. And I just know people are going to steal it. You're going to get a call from the boxing voice in Mill City. Hey, man.
Hey, I've been to Cleveland, by the way. I've been up there, man. It's rough up there in Cleveland.
Oh yeah. It's definitely rough all around Ohio, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
We gotta fight our way about. We definitely gotta fight our way about. But yeah, that was it, man. I don't really have too much to say.
That's dope, man. I wish Crush would have pulled up, even though I like Crush. Maybe you don't know, but the Prodigy's in Philly right now, and you know that's where you live. Maybe if you could have asked him questions if he was up here.
Joseph, Ohioan up there, O'Shea Jones. She should be in the same gym. I think she's in there.
I seen her in the gym.
Yeah. That's my girl.
I was gonna ask before y'all leave if y'all have any social media as far as like where you could be reached at on social media, that that'd be cool.
Yeah, all my socials are Real Joseph Brown.
Real Joseph Brown. All right.
Yeah, man. He like that's another thing too. This kid is not afraid of his name. You know, some guys be wanting, you want Joe. No, my name is Joseph from the Bible, bro, and I will beat your ass. I will give you a biblical beatdown, bro.
That's good to have your name on Instagram the way it is. I be telling fighters in Ohio all the time, make their full name instead of nicknames and short, because it's hard for people to find them. I cover the state of Ohio, and it'd be hard for me to find certain fighters, and I have to tell them, like, come on, guys. So I think that's dope marketing when you got your name, where it make it easy for people to find you and follow, man. That's really dope.
Hey, just to give you an example, the first rapper to actually do that was this guy named Keith Murray. So Keith Murray, that's his real name. You feel what I'm saying? Even Jay-Z said, let me switch it up and do a whole Sean Carter album. So it is what it is, bro.
That's, your name is your name, man. And
be proud of it.
Yeah. Represent that. Like, because a lot of guys want to be something else and all of that. And like, and be real with you. The way the game, like the way we watching it and shit, everybody pretending to be something. Listen, DMX got a song that's on the Funk Flex album, Do You. Do you. You can't be him. You can't be. Do you. And we will respect you a whole lot more at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Just do you.
Martin, one more question, man. I'm going to ask you, did you watch that Bivol and Better Be fight? And who did you have win?
I did. I had Bivol winning the fight.
You said, huh?
I had Bivol winning the fight, but I need to rewatch it. I was kind of like in a room full of people from far away, but I had Bivol winning that fight. But I think he gave up the last 2 rounds, and after them last 2 rounds, I looked at Joseph. I said, "Man, he might have just gave this fight away." I think if he would have just held his own for them last 2 rounds, it wouldn't have been a problem with that decision.
Same question to the Prodigy. How did you feel? Who do you think won that fight?
Oh yeah, it was a close fight, but I thought like edged it a little bit, but it was close.
Yeah,
it wasn't
a draw would have been fair.
I get it. I wanted Bivol. I picked Better Be to knock him out. I thought he was gonna stop him in the later rounds. But Bivol impressed me. I'm be honest. I think he got hurt a little bit in that fight too.
He did.
He slowed down, and but I can't. I hope they have a rematch. I really do. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I think a draw would have been fair.
But
I mean, you can't argue with it either way.
But that just goes to show y'all unbiased too, because he Better Be Canada right now. I know you got a Canada undisputed, man. So yeah, that's pretty dope. My favorite wrestler is from Canada. I'm a Bret Hart fan, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Bret Hart, okay.
That's my guy. So, but yeah,
the best ever is, the best it ever was.
Yeah, man, don't mess it up. Man. You gotta do it right, bro. But yeah, man, it was definitely. I thank y'all for coming on, man.
You're
Didn't want
welcome,
to
bro.
hold y'all too long, but we knew we was gonna be cooking. I'm sorry I didn't come on earlier, man. This malfunction,
That's all good.
we worked on it earlier, man. So I got this
Things
laptop
happen, bro.
now. We good. So I can't do it on my phone and my iPad. So that's what the problem was. So, but I appreciate y'all coming on.
Yeah,
You're
great
welcome.
talking. Yeah, great
November
talking to you
30th.
guys.
November 30th.
Yep.
You too.
Atlantic City. Danny Garcia card.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. If they got some tickets, I'll be out there, man. I'll come check it out, man.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And correct me
man,
if I'm
listen,
wrong,
man,
Martin.
the money team, man. Listen, on this little small channel, man, and you know, we don't, you know, people say we don't got no motion. The money team pulled up, man, and gave us an hour and 40 minutes. I really appreciate this, man. You guys
Anytime.
are the best.
I
Yeah,
heard.
and you
I
have an
think I
open-
looked at the card, and it's got 14 bouts. That's the most bouts I have ever seen on a card.
A lot of action, man.
Woo!
You
That's
guys,
get your money's worth.
you guys have you guys have an open invitation. I hope to have you guys back on anytime before the fight, after the fight, and whatever
Okay.
you want to do, man. And I'm looking forward to episode 2 of the
All
project.
right. Thank you, guys.
That, man. I'm looking forward to that. That was really dope. And you know, I'm a smoke session. So if you see the comment up there, that's me. I'm really looking forward to that next. That was put together. It looked like a Showtime thing, man. And for y'all to be doing that this early, yeah, I'm with that.
We need
So
it.
y'all make sure listen. His YouTube page, Joseph Brown.
Joseph Brown.
His YouTube page, Joseph Brown. You go up there and look up there. That he's got 4 videos. He's got 3 shorts and the 18-minute video. Make sure you check out the 18-minute video. I'll probably play it when they leave and at the end of the just to let you know what it is. But yeah, man, I really appreciate y'all pulling up, man. The prodigy and the architect, and you tell Miss Mother Nature, who made sure everything was good, that I appreciate you two coming up here, because you know she could be like, I want to talk to my son, or baby, I need you to fix something. You know what I'm saying? It goes like that. Where you know, Mom Dukes runs the show. You know,
That's
on
it.
the low.
That's it.
But I really like, you know, anybody want to say anything before they go, man? Because you know, the architect is with Mother Nature, so he you know, he got to get back to things. You know, the prodigy can slip away for a little bit.
But I just wanted to say great conversations with you guys. Big shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing, man, because a lot of this happened because of your hard work, bro, and blessing the homie right there. Pop is huge. You feel what I'm saying? Through what you did for him, it allowed me to be able to talk to a Blair Cobb, to be able to talk, you know, to a Joseph Brown and stuff like that. So listen, bro, I'm about to go over to your channel as well. I should have did it when Pop was first talking about you.
Yeah, he's on
You feel what I'm
Instagram.
saying?
When you catch him on Instagram, sometimes he pop
Yeah.
up every now and then with a live.
Yeah,
You don't
for
even
sure.
know who's gonna be up there.
Yeah, for sure. So much respect to everybody that was on this panel, especially to Mr. Joseph and I mean Mr. Brown and his son Joseph, bro. Yo, I wish you guys all the best, man. And I could actually see you with that belt around your waist. And I'm gonna actually say this, bro. With your dad in your corner, you'll be undisputed and lineal.
Thank you.
For sure. You got the
Thank you,
tools,
buddy.
you got the tools, my guy. You got the discipline. Now all you need is the fights and the performances. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's
And
the
just so
easy
you know, Pop Brown, like anytime if your son pull up and you can't make it, this is gonna be the vibe. This is what we do.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
don't want to be like, oh, I know what you should do, and I think what you. We don't do that.
Nah, man.
we can't. Yo, listen.
We don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Myself, I could never ever tell a professional boxer what he should be doing to his face. I may have an opinion about it, and that's where it's going. That's where it's going to land.
Yeah, because I don't
Two
get
elbows. We all got a couple. Those are opinions. We all got a couple.
We all got a
The
couple.
only people
You know what I'm
he's useful to is me. That's it.
Hey,
My opinion
I'm
is
gonna
always
put
good to me.
Joseph on my page. They're gonna think he's from Ohio. So y'all be prepared when people call you Ohioans, man. So y'all gotta get
There you
prepared
go.
for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate
Yo,
But I'm
everybody,
about
man. Thank you so
to
much.
talk to
salute,
y'all, man.
man. I
I'm out.
really appreciate it. I really
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you.
And
Have
listen,
a good
y'all
night.
make sure the architect and the prodigy, Joseph Brown, on all platforms. The real Joseph Brown.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
You know.
God
No,
bless
no
everyone.
problem. God bless
Yo,
y'all, man.
Thank
I
you, man.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
all right, have a
Anytime.
good one.
Ohio, my guy, man. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, this was that one was big, bro.
Because you know it's about to get stolen. You know it's about you know about to steal it. But here's the thing though, right? We've been working, right? Guess who's been time stamping all the great shit?
Body.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Bo, what you think, man? What's going on? Hey, look, good boy. Go ahead and steal it. You know where it came from? It came from here. Y'all don't know that, man.
Yeah.
man. You know
Body,
the
what's
vibe.
good, bro? What's good?
What's up, man? Another classic, man. Salute, man. You doing big things, brother.
Appreciate it, bro. And yo, salute on the motherfucking thumbnail, because niggas was feeling that.
I was trying to keep it crispy, man.
So how you
I'm
feel
a team
about the
player,
interview?
man. We need team players, bro, because we could do some things, man. A lot more people thought the way we did, man. We be a lot more impactful, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get distracted by the naysayers. That's definitely a good look. You know what I'm saying? Mine ran a little bit over, but I hate that I didn't get in there early, but I wasn't gonna try to get up there anyway. I was gonna, let y'all do y'all thing, man, and just look, and appreciate the experience, But yeah, that's a good interview, man. I wanted to know, like, how big y'all think Joseph Brown gonna get, man?
Size
wise, I'm talking about physical, like
he's only 18. That's
I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, this dude gonna be like Fundora or some shit.
I say that he possibly end up at 68.
Yeah. Yeah. Just from the video of looking at him, he could do 68 and possibly by the time he 31, 32 hit 175.
Yeah, because his dad's not a small guy,
Yeah,
like if you know what I'm saying, like that's his mom right there. Much respect to his mother.
He looked like his mom.
You know what I'm saying? That's Mom Dukes right there. So and like, bro, like the sky's the limit for him because he's with the team that could easily, like, hey man, don't nobody want to fight you, but there's a couple of, I get you a pride fight. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like somebody want to cross over.
Yeah,
and he'll fuck them niggas up.
He gonna have a growth spurt at 21, maybe 22, and then he gonna have another one at 27. That's when they call it you've made your first Jupiter turn. How many years it takes Jupiter to get around the sun? So once a dude turned 27, he's starting to move into his grown man strength era. You're gonna see a physical change in him. We all went through it. 21, we was a certain way. 27, we got a certain way. 31 was also another slight change.
Bro, that kid is 18 years old, 70-0 in combat fight. Like, look at his baby pictures.
Look at all those belts he got, bro. Gold medals and belts.
He got a belt in Muay Thai. He's a black belt in Taekwondo. And he comes into boxing, he got 3 fights, 3 knockouts.
I put it in the comment because when you're young and you go into Taekwondo, it's easy as hell to get a black belt than to go into Taekwondo a little bit later on in life. I got into Taekwondo when I was like maybe 11. You feel what I'm saying? By the time I got out, I had my brown belt. I didn't stay in it long enough to get my black belt because the dojo closed. It was right there on Nevin Street in Brooklyn.
But you see how he prayed? Like, He know where his heritage is from. You see, he's sitting right there behind the Jamaican flag.
Yeah.
But definitely, AC, you gotta send like, bro. Look what, bro. AC, you gotta send the nigga some recipes. Look at this shit. Look what he's eating.
That's what an 18-year-old would eat, bro. They gonna eat something.
Yeah, man. You not, man. We gotta fix that, man. You can't send him that. He can't be eating that. That's what an 18. He's a professional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's his own chef, man. He shouldn't be chefing his own. If he's chefing, he should have some good recipes to fix.
Yeah, for sure. I know I definitely could hook him up.
To keep him lean, you know what I'm saying? Because 18 years old, I mean, you seen his mother, you seen his father. He's not gonna be no small kid.
I mean, as long as he's active, man, he'll be all right. As long as you stay active and just bodying. I mean, if he's doing kickboxing, Muay Thai, and all that other stuff, as long as he's staying active, he should be good to go.
I'm just talking shit, Bo. I'm just talking shit because you know what I'm saying. You see it, like, bro, did you just eat what you put ketchup on all that shit and then you ate a bowl full of blueberries?
Yeah, I mean,
like, can't nobody be around you in a while, and in about 2-3 hours, can't nobody be around you, nigga. You stink.
That nigga's too.
You know what I'm saying? To keep him lean and shit. Like, I get it. He got to keep himself lean, but hey, look, yo, this interview was so like, I ain't even smoked no weed on this interview.
Yeah, for sure.
I made sure this interview, I ain't want to get too plastered. I made sure, you know, I did a little sipping, but I made sure this interview stroll on through. How y'all, like, what y'all think? Like, because, you know, in the beginning, he said, like, you know, don't believe the hype on Floyd and all that bullshit. How y'all feeling about that? Because he signed to the money team.
I mean, I think a lot of people got their own experiences. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people who was dealing with Floyd felt some kind of way. That's why they end up leaving. You know what I'm saying? Some of them felt like, man, I ain't even get no fights, man. Like, he ain't even trying to promote me or nothing. And then there are people who have that bond with Floyd will say, yo, Floyd's is the guy for me. So I think it all depends on the relationship a lot of fighters, different fighters have with Floyd, pretty much.
Yeah, I could agree with that one right there. Because some people come in feeling that because they got signed to him, they're going to be entitled to a whole bunch of stuff. Some people come in like, look, I'm there to work. If he's providing me a place to work, that's what I'm going to do. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah, because he said he goes from Vancouver to Vegas all the time.
Yeah,
Vancouver, Vegas, and Philly.
You know what I think? I think the most pivotal thing with people that's with TMT and what people got to understand is, as long as your in-ring performance is great or you know what I'm saying, good or good to great, it's going to dictate what happens, because it's a lot of pressure on you being signed with them. Because I'll take somebody like Jahan Ingram. When I first saw him and they was building up and the way they talked about it, was like it was the same thing that they was doing with Devin. I'm like, all right, I got to check this dude out, the way they talking. Then I seen him, and man, he was down there in Atlanta. He got mixed. He got mixed by some Mongolian dude. I was like, man, hold on, man. And I was looking at the form and the stance and what he was doing. Then they kept bringing him on, and he was saying all these names. Like, I'm like, man, hold on, bro. We just seen this dude take your cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew this dude. I was like, and then you saying you with the money team? I'm like, that don't go. So I think as long as the performances inside the ring are good to great, you can exceed with TMT. If it's not, like, you're gonna be weeded out, man, because it's a lot of pressure. It's like you got a spot, like you got one of the premier spots. Think about all the people from Badu Jack, Richardson Hitchens, it was a lot of Tank.
The Love nigga, what was that nigga? The Love nigga, the nigga that the last name was Love.
Yeah, Montana Love.
No,
not
Montana. Another nigga.
Oh,
what? Yeah. He had
the nigga that the nigga that David Benavidez.
Leon,
got
Jay
down
Leon
whooping
love.
his
Jay
ass.
Yeah,
Leon
Jay
love.
Leon. Jay
Oh, yeah,
Leon.
Leon.
Word.
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. But that's the thing, though. See, what happens is you got some people that get with Floyd and they try to act like Floyd instead of try to act like themselves. Like, I mean, it's only, you get somewhere a lot further if you just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be like somebody else. I understand like Floyd might be your idol and shit, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta be yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if they know how to do that. I don't know if they know how to do that.
Nah, but you know what it is, man. They got a whole bunch of people in their ear saying, yo, you gotta do like this, you gotta be like that, do it like how Floyd do it. And it's like, yeah, Floyd's an inspiration, but you don't have to do everything like how Floyd did it. You know what I'm saying? Because it worked for Floyd doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta do what's best for you, and sometimes, people they get around, they so in awe when they're around, Floyd, they lose focus.
Yeah, people don't like. I get the aspect of all the pressure because you signed to like the glory guy, the guy that's gonna go down in history, the guy that made a reportedly 400 million on fighting an MMA fighter. So when you in the money Mayweather camp, some people may just get overwhelmed that, oh shit, I'm actually here. Like, whoa, what is really good? I'm like looking in the mirror, the same mirror that Floyd went into, and they get starstruck without even putting in the work, while other people again just come there to put in work or get good work or whatever.
I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of them, they want to be like Floyd, but they don't. The only area that they don't want to be like Floyd is how he trained, like that. And that was like, I think that was his secret. They say he would leave the club and then run home, or he was always training, always ready. And I think that's the only. They want to be like Floyd with the talking, with the flashiness, the flamboyantness. But when it come down to like shit, Floyd might leave the club after not drinking and then run home. Like, are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, they ain't willing to do that. Florida see niggas sitting there and say, I got him. I got him. You say, I got him. The nigga at my club, I see him. The nigga over there, that's not club soda. I seen what they sent him. I sent bottles over there. He drank them. I watched him pop the bottle.
Yeah.
Floyd
Floyd was dedicated, definitely. And that's the thing. Yeah, there's a lot of fighters that are dedicated, but the thing with Floyd is that he was dedicated. But what happens? Some people they sign to him, they try to. I mean, I swear to God, they try to act like him. Like that was one of the problems I had with Devin Haney. Right, he did work hard, but he was trying to act like Floyd so much. Like I seen videos. He in there showing a jury, like they had a video. He had this watch. He was like, "Yeah, how much this watch cost? About $100,000." Trying to sound like Floyd. And I'm sitting up here like, "Come on, Devin, like that ain't you, bro." And then he's sitting up here. Prior to that, Ryan Garcia, he's a C-class fighter. I'm an A-class fighter. Like everybody know where that came from. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that off the Arturo Gotti and Floyd Mayweather when he was talking trash about him. But it's like, Devin, come on,
Facts of life.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just too much. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I will say Devin did work. He did train hard, but I just thought he was too busy trying to act like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And that was the problem I had with him.
Just like when them people were trying to tell him to become Dev Dollars. I'm like, man, no, like I say this all the time as Pop. I say, man, what villain do you know can embrace a villain role without villain type weapons? Like you gotta kind of like if you smooth, be like talk smooth, but you can't be talking like you gangster killer, you know what I'm saying, gorilla, and then you go in there and pity pat and hold. Like you gotta make your style match your talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, Blair Flair came in and stole all his goddamn. Like, nigga, you ain't tough. You was a bitch. He just came in the ring while you was doing a promo and stunned your ass. You and T.O. I just watched.
You see
So
how
you guys
they
gotta
getting
be.
ready they getting ready to try to hijack the T.O. stuff, which might be T.O.'s bailout, but I don't know. But they I think they going for the T.O. fight now, which is a good look for Devin, because it's like, man, don't you got to get over it. If he do get the T.O., I'm like, okay, cool, you good. But I think that's the path that they're trying to go now.
That clapback Thursday was funny as hell.
Yeah,
That clapback Thursday was funny as
Oscar
hell.
ordered something, man. We might have to start doing something on Thursday nights. You know what I'm saying? Centered around that.
After Oscar,
That clap is vicious. That shit was funny. It was creative. You know that bruh, and then the bill with the eyes, like when he said bruh and he got him eyes. That shit was funny. I know AC
Like,
don't like that shit, boy.
Nah,
You
I
seen
ain't
that
got no
clap back?
problem with it.
Huh?
I ain't got no problem with it. I'm dead ass. Like I say like this, bro. I'm gonna eat all of that. I'm gonna put sauce on it. I might even get creative and make a sauce to eat all of it. You feel what I'm saying? But if there is a universe, it might be a day of we might have our redemption. Just like Knick fans been asking for redemption since Pat Ewing never gave it to us here in New York. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Hopefully, one day Dev will have his redemption day between. Hopefully, it'll happen between 25 and 26. But the path he going, I just don't know. And I may start to question it if I ain't really hearing nothing solid by December.
I think Ryan I think he pulled his card, and that's why I said, man, it's just I wasn't being funny when I said they remember we were talking about solutions for Devin going forward.
Yeah.
And we were trying to be responsible by like fuck all that. We ain't clowning and we ain't, you know what I'm saying, just kicking them right down. We're not doing all that. Right. But I said they need a PR team.
Yeah.
They need a PR team.
But
and they need direction because if he got a TO on the books and he moved forward with that, that's a good look. But I think Ryan had probably one of the hardest truths outside of Oscar, ironically, where he said, because they were trying to say that he had 48 hours and blah. I said, man, it's just like people issuing idle threats. Like if somebody try to tell me, what's if somebody it's 10:49, somebody tell me you better have your ass in the bed by 11 o'clock. I'm looking like, unless you got some shit that's gonna come over and enforce me to get my ass in the bed, you ain't got nothing to enforce that. So when he told him about the VADA shit, I'm like, he gonna be like, I don't need you, motherfucker. Like, y'all still don't get it. And that's what I be trying to say. It's like, that's not a dig to Devin and them. It's like, y'all still don't get it. You cannot issue an ultimatum and then you don't have nothing to enforce it. So then when he don't do it, then what? Then if you still going back and say, oh, well, see, he don't want to go. We want to fight him. Man. So now you look like, it's like, look, bitch, if you don't call me by 8, hey, I'm gonna have other plans. And then you don't call you by 8 and then 8:15, you like, so what's going on? Like, you look like a sucker.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so they need a PR, they need somebody like strategically to say, listen, man, cool off a little bit on that media shit.
But see, this is where I was being extremely nice and not bringing up Devin Haney when Dad was like, no, we hooked up with a good friend of mine who's taking care of all of that business stuff so I could step out of the way. And that's where that's where I gave my response back to him was yes, because sometimes the fighter being the son just needs a dad. I don't want to talk to my manager. I don't want to talk to this guy. I just want to talk to my dad. And if I could have my dad, like maybe for a solid 2 months, we can get this shit back together. So when the dad was like, yeah, I gave all of that, that responsibility. He took all of that off my hand so I could focus on other things. I was like, see, that's what I was saying. what Bill needs to do. No one's telling you, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fuck with you because you're still my father. You feel what I'm saying? From what I understand, we still live together. So
Yeah.
just because I'm not having you deep entrenched in the business side of everything, you could still be in my corner. You could still I'm still gonna come to you, father, son, for advice and shit like that, and have you look over a contract just to double check it and shit like that. So, and that's why I was like, yeah, I I wouldn't have no issues, you know, and I would use them as my strongest example of where we are in this current market of a father son combination that's rooted in like a 80-foot deep solid foundation. You can't shake their foundation.
Well, I'll be honest, like I don't, it doesn't bother me, you know what I'm saying, father and son duel, you know what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, to me, I think he has his son best interest at heart. Now I know Bill comes across, he might be annoying to some or whatever, but I think he's really there for his son.
For sure.
I can't tell him how he should or what Devin should do with his father. I mean, his father was there from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And they know each other bond way more than I do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not even going to say what him and his father should do. You know what I'm saying? I think they work that out. I mean, if he had a setback, so now they just got to regroup and get it together.
But
And
but Bo, we're only saying the setback is getting masterized because dad just keeps coming out with these weird posts that's not making the situation any better as far as just doing business, doing good business moving forward. And
yeah, but
it's like,
we don't know what their business are doing. We just know that he's coming out and speaking. We don't know what's happening behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and if I think if Bill Haney wasn't even his father, let's just say if he wasn't his father, right? I don't
yeah,
think too many people will really have an issue with it. I just think the issue comes because he is the father, and when people
yeah,
look at the
I
father,
take that a lot into consideration. This is why, some people will get upset with me because I'll give Bill a mulligan on a lot of different things, and you've been on panels when it was like, well, Bill said this, and I'm like, yeah, but Bill is just doing what any father would do. If you had a son in that position, you'd be talking crazy shit like that. No dad is gonna sit there with cameras in their face and say, "Nah, my son can't beat this guy."
But that's not. I don't think that's most people's problem. Let me speak personally. That's
Yeah,
really not That's not my concern with Bill. My concern is that, like, yes, you can say that, yes, it was Bill's gift of gab, and this is why you see the Schofields and the Norman seniors taking a lot of hit because they're coming behind the trails of what Bill was doing, even though Bill wasn't the first one to talk spicy. It's just that there's sometimes when he goes beyond promotion, and we're like, okay, we understand you're promoting. And I hate the fact that we got to keep addressing. It's like, man, like if you
Can't
got a
talk
son,
like Floyd
like
saying you ain't
listen,
right,
no,
man.
but listen, if you got a son like me, I got a son. I want the best for him. I want to give him everything. So like to come from the vein of like, oh man, that's why would you come between the father and the son and all that? It's like, no, man, that's that bullshit. That's that gaslighting shit people be doing. It's not that.
But
It's
he
just
talk
that
like Floyd
you don't
Senior.
have nobody around you to where when you were saying your son was gonna go in there and unalive that man, or your son was gonna go in the middle, he was gonna go, he gonna go in the middle of the ring and we gonna bang.
He
It's
talk
like
like
you don't
Floyd
have nobody
Senior, but
around you
he
to
ain't
check you
wrong.
on it. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you right, Bill," because they just want to be around. They want to be able to sit on the bunk bed after the fight and get the autograph or take the pic. Like those not the kind of people that's looking out for your real best interest. We saying like, nah, man, don't say that because you as the dad are writing checks that Devin's ass got to cash, and he got knocked on his ass bag.
I mean, at the end of the day, what he was doing before the fight, I mean, that's all part of promotion. That to me, like when he said, yeah, we killed some man in the ring. Of course, he ain't, he don't really mean like, yo, Devin really gonna kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like we hear fighters say that
but
shit. Like
it's okay to take that approach until somebody else say they're gonna do that shit to you. Like if Tank going in and be like, man, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to commit homicide. But oh man, look at him. He's so gangster. Like he was already in jail. It's like, no, you gotta. And then
but a
with
lot
the
of
mug shots,
a lot of fighters been saying that. Remember Deontay Wilder used to say, "Hey, I want to catch a body."
I didn't agree with that. I don't agree with Boots saying it, because we all know that that's a real reality. Subriel Matias showed us, like it's a couple boxers that showed us that could be a
Charles
real reality.
Conway was not cool with that shit. He took mad time off. That's a fact. Charles Conway was not cool with that shit.
It's almost like when you saying these things and doing these things, it's like, man, we know you promoting, but somebody gotta be around and be like, hey man, that's a little too much. Don't do that, because Devin got to deal with that. And then on his rebound, since we're solution oriented and we're talking about moving forward, just like Ryan said, I think Ryan said the hardest truth ever. He said, man, you're not taking any accountability for the fact that, like, what I did in the ring beat you. It's just like even though I'm not on the wave of what Gary Russell was saying, but Gary Russell came out and said, man, listen, man, I don't give a fuck what anybody taking. He said, man, if you a bum ass fighter, like Devin said, he was a C-class bum ass fighter or whatever. Well, if you're a bum ass fighter and you take this, it's just gonna make you a longer, stronger bum ass fighter. You still a bum ass fighter. And that's what Ryan said. He basically said, man, you ain't taking no accountability that look. We would, because it's not too far-fetched that it was just the Osterring. It's like y'all were 3-3 back then. He gave you a standing 8 count back then. You're not taking accountability for the fact that you didn't account for the left hook or the right hand. Like, get your money if you're gonna sue, but move forward and then build. Don't write checks that Devin's ass got to cash. Promote. But they're not. To me, it seems like they're not learning from that, man. They're gonna keep digging a hole, man. And
see, I think. Well, a lot of people is
confused. Hold on, wait.
Think,
hold on, Bo. This is all I want to say about what All Body was just saying all together. Look, Bill, you never done this. You see how Floyd Mayweather Sr. is in there with Sugar Ray Leonard? Sugar Ray Leonard 13-0, he 15-1, and this nigga had a blown out leg, like, and he put Sugar Ray before against, like, you can't say shit, nigga. When Floyd Sr. used to say shit in his sayings, he been there, nigga. He get the name of the architect. Roger Mayweather, world champion. Jeff Mayweather, professional fighter. Well over 500. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Do we need to even say more? Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Mickey Bay, Kamel Moulton, Joseph Brown. We don't get none of this shit. The architect don't get it here. You ain't the architect, nigga. You more like the nigga that was. Did y'all watch that movie about Facebook?
Yeah.
You is the nigga that the nigga from you was the nigga that Justin Timberlake played. That's who you is. Just saying.
I don't have no problem with Bill. See, I think, man, this is one of my biggest pet peeves, man. Like, I don't have a problem with Bill. I'm like, man, like, he's in the spot and you can salute him. If I met him, I'll salute him. I say, hey, Bill, you did what a lot of people would love to do. It's just that can't nobody say anything. It's like, this is the combination of things that they did up until this point to where nobody checked them along the way. I ain't saying nobody got to be riding them. But, man, like, you knew he was out of pocket. Like, I'd make a joke all the time saying B-Hop will be in litigation right now if Bill would have stepped in that bathroom. And people are like, oh, you just hating. I was just saying, man, like, listen, man, B-Hop was like, listen, man, he bumped you. Then he was like, man, come in here with me. And you was like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. It's like, because you playing both sides. So somebody got to check you. Somebody said, nah, man, you don't want to go. B-Hop is a legend. Like, we don't want to see you go back and forth with B-Hop. Like, B-Hop earned his stripes. Like, he went to jail, he served time. You went to jail, you served time. Like,
so you already like listen, for motherfuckers who don't know, right? I'm gonna keep this real plain and simple because I'm not gonna because I'm gonna shut it down in a minute, and I like it that we was talking about some wholesome shit with because this nigga right here toxic. But I'm gonna be real with you. AC is from the older school body. Me and you from the Bo. How old are you, Bo?
42.
So the us three, we from the when niggas say let's go to the bathroom, you know that was from middle school, nigga.
Yeah.
Now that's some, you know where it's not. It's from middle school, but being that they both been locked up, that's what that shit really means. Let's go to the bathroom and wrap up. That's where all the jail fights happen.
Exactly.
Okay, so you already okay. So let me be the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. When a nigga asks you, yo, let me holler at you over here in the bathroom.
Oh, you better be ready.
From middle school to county, right? You know what that means. So when the niggas start making a lot of noise and start getting loud,
that's a cry for help. That's how we just used to call us. Like, yo, why you yelling? You need help?
That's why I said you was online getting all these people online. I'm like, man, the people online, these people online are not around at the fight a lot of the times. It might be one person at the fight, but he up in 526B. You know what I'm saying? This nigga ain't you down there with you. So I was like, man, like, calm down. Like, you going to it with a legend. They shit on B-Hop for Bill. I'm like, how you shit on B-Hop for Bill?
Nah,
you ain't never been in a fight. You ain't never been in a
bean.
situation where somebody told you, hey, yo, you gotta fight him. And you know what's gonna happen if you don't win because you coming back with us.
Yeah. But yo, I was laughing my ass off because when I saw that whole thing happen, I was like, all right, Bill ain't no gangster, bro, because he just told you let's go to the bathroom and wrap up, and he bumped you on some straight jail shit. Like, first, bang, what up? And Bill's like, we'll get down where you stand. Get down where you stand.
Oh, some real shit, though. I played, yo, AC. You know what?
That is a cry for help, bro.
You know what? This is the last little bit. I'm gonna give, this is the last little bit I'm giving to this nigga. That nigga got mad at a nigga who walked past him and didn't even touch him. And nigga looked back at him like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? That's when I was like, oh, he's making noise. I'm like, oh, this nigga don't want no smoke. Niggas like, yo, what's wrong with B-Hop? Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, wait. Wait. One, B-Hop told y'all about 8 months ago, when I see him, it's on site. When I see him, it's up. When I see him, it's up.
He said it.
Niggas want to forget. B-Hop said, Bernard Hopkins, Bernie Hop, whatever you want to fucking call him, the alien in execution. He said, when I see you, I want to hear all that. It's up.
I got videos.
He said it.
Now you when
Bill Haney went on and some shit. Oh, you want to talk about my son? When you was my son's age, where was you? Hold on, this ain't about me.
You told
your son now. This about me.
Him a cat burglar.
And you. It's about me and you now. Now, nigga, I serve hard time. You said you serve hard time. So you know what's up when I say, yo, let me holler at you over here in the bathroom. Don't nobody even know what's going on over
Yo,
there.
bro, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo, listen. What B-Hop did to that dude was show you exactly what type of inmate. Showed you exactly what type of inmate Bill Haney is and was. He's an inmate that listen, I do my best to try to be cool with everybody because I just want to be on the juggle. So if a dude got a problem with me, you know, and if it come down to it, I'm gonna snitch his ass out because the CEOs already know I'm cool.
Yo, I did a 6-month bid, right? I swear to God. My first time in there.
You seen the nigga like that? I'm talking.
I seen crazy nigga like
What
as
year
soon
was
as I
that?
got in there, they was like, yo, you wanna be in here with these niggas, you wanna get a work detail. Give me the work detail. The niggas on work detail still going up. Niggas still going up. It don't matter. Just because you on the work detail don't mean you ain't going up.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in there. The nigga in there that beat up, that can beat up everybody. I'm telling you this right now, no lie. He probably could have beat up everybody in the damn dorm. But when I told him about Joe Smith, he was like, what the fuck you talking about? You talking about white boy Joe from out here? I said, yeah. He said, Joe ain't no motherfucking boxing champion. I said, bro, he's a motherfucking WBO champion. What the fuck you talking about? He looked at me. I swear to God, he looked at me and then looked at me again and was like, you might be right, because it took me, my 4 brothers, and 3 of my niggas just to jump him and his 3 brothers, because them white boys could fight.
That's like them Diaz boys, man. Them niggas can fight, man. It's like you gonna have like you don't even want to do it because it's like ain't gonna be just one fight. It's on site every
But
time.
it was, bro, out here, and like, okay, out here, AC and Mastic, because that's where Joe Smith from. Mastic, Bellport. It's only 3 of them. It's 7 niggas jumping them. And they didn't win all the time. They lost to them 3 white boys a few times. He told me straight up. I ain't gonna tell you his name. He told me straight up. That nigga in the door, that nigga in there said once all the old heads left and there was no, like, you know, like what we got to do, he said, that nigga looked around. He said, James, you run the dorm. What you mean run the dorm? He said, you run the dorm. I don't trust nobody else in here to run the dorm but you. Bro, that's my first bid ever. I just know how to hold myself accordingly. This is what you supposed to do. This is what you ain't supposed to do. When you do shit you ain't supposed to do, if your ass get taxed, that's what the fuck happened. Don't come over here looking for sympathy. When a nigga ass, and listen, when somebody lace their boots up, because you get 2 pairs of shoes that the state issue you. You get a little bullshit shoes, and you get your pair of boots. When a motherfucker lace his boots up and say, let me holler at you in the bathroom, if you don't go to the bathroom, we know what's up. We know what's up. You might as well go ahead. If you're not in the working dorm, you might as well go ahead and tell the CO, you know what I'm saying? I need to move another dorm. You just start rolling your shit up.
Yeah, it's like, yo, hey, tell that what that bitch ass nigga ain't come to the bathroom. Yo, tell that nigga he better get on the bubble, man.
No different than in the military. Yo, get that nigga out of this fuck. He not built for our platoon.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Bro, when I was in basic, man. Cause I got a stone face. I be trying to tell people, man, like if you've been around me, that's why it be annoying me, man. It's like if you seen my father, he looked like Omar Epps. My father looked like Omar Epps with a Kevin Durant dome. Like he got that. I took out to my mom, you know what I'm saying? Thank the universe. But like he got a stone face. Like every time, if you see my father, you be like, man, what's wrong with him? I used to think that every time I saw him, like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the face. I was trying to tell people. So it fucked it up in basic. I was 17 and nigga kept this one broad. Every time we go to clean up, because they say clean your weapons. So we sitting over there on the bleachers just cleaning our weapons. And she just gravitated towards me. I was focused in basic. So she'd come sit, clean weapons, we'll talk. It wasn't nothing. I was scared straight in basic. I'm like, look, ain't nothing gonna get me distracted. You know, she was like light skin tender. You know what I'm saying? She'd be there, but I was just like, hey, she just talking to me while we both clean weapons. We trying to get through basic. No nigga that had a crush on her liked her. So he every time, every chance he get, this nigga is like mugging me. He's saying stuff. I was like, man, I really don't want no problems, man. I grew up fighting. I was like, man, I came in the basic. I'm just trying to get through this shit. So I told the nigga, I said, man, listen, man, you got a problem with me, man? I said, you can meet me in the bathroom. I said, set your watch for midnight. I said, either you'll beat the shit out of me or I'll beat the shit out of you. This nigga looked at me and said, I ain't following you nowhere. I was like, well, shut the fuck up then. I was like, because every time the drill starts to come around, you got some shit to say. And he ain't want to do it. I was just, that's why I understood. I felt be hot with that. It's like, man, listen, man, we ain't got to be doing all this. Like, you could be rating me online. You could do all this. But when I see you and I say, all right, let's go into this bathroom, if you say no, it's going to make me even more upset, man. Like, because we know you playing.
Yo, before we get up out of here, I swear to God, I swear to God, my mom is a pastor. My dad is a nigga from the streets that he go back so far that him going into the military at 17 is a high school and a college diploma. He's that phrase grandfathered in to where like where you look at candidates, if he wanted to get a job, he's at the top of the list. Like, what's your damn credentials? Well, I went into that. Well, I'm 70 goddamn something years old. I went into the military at 17 because I said fuck high school. That was on some bullshit. I was in the military 2 years, and since then, on record, I've been working. Well, goddamn, Mr. James, you can get where you want. When do you want to start? You know what I'm saying?
Like, about people in the military, like, it's crazy because I look at all the movies and I'm like, damn. But they program us not to fail. It's like we understand this in reality.
You going to,
but they
Bobby?
program us to not to fail, man.
What branch did you go into?
Huh? Army.
You went to the Army?
Yeah, my father was a Marine.
Okay, my pops went to the Army too.
His father was a Marine.
My pops went to the Army too. So before I let everybody say their last things, right? Here's something that an Army nigga would say to a motherfucker in the Navy. Listen, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'd rather have a sister in a whorehouse rather than the Navy.
Yo, I had a problem with my last guy that was over the HVAC because he was prior Navy, bro. He was like, I'm programmed. We look at Navy motherfuckers like, and I understand. My sister's father was from the Navy, you know what I'm saying? But he was from the Navy. But we look at people from the Navy, even though they could be some good guys, we look at them like soft batch cookies, man.
Bro, that is a saying. Listen. AC.
I'm just saying.
AC.
Hey, I will say this before y'all go, right?
Go ahead.
Because I ain't offended. I was in the Navy. I did 20 years. But we looked at the Army. We looked at the Army like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like some other kind of way too. Like my pops.
Dumbass niggas.
I'm saying like my pops wore like 3 uniforms. He was in the Marine, Army, and the Navy. And so
not uniforms though. Niggas ain't going to.
Why you ain't been said that, Bo?
What's that?
I ain't know you did. I ain't know you was in the military.
Yeah, I don't really talk about it like that.
Yo, Bo, listen, on some real shit, bro. Listen, if you serve, bro, over here, just so you know now, if you serve, I'm like my dad was in the Army. I got one nephew that was in the Navy, another nephew that was in the Army. So it's love over here. If you, bro, the reason we can sit over here and shoot this shit is because y'all niggas served. And I salute. I swear to God, bro. When I was in the city at Penn Station before I got on the train and shit like that on the bus or Port Authority, when niggas come in with their goddamn uniforms and shit, bro, I swear to God, I would salute them. Like I'm supposed to. Not like this. Not like, no, nigga, got my goddamn hand.
Yep. The
Thank
proper
you
salute.
for your
Proper.
services.
You was given the proper, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for your services. Thank you. And shake their hand.
Hey, Joe, let me keep it a beam with y'all. When I took the what's the test called? The ASVAB?
Yeah.
Right?
ASVAB.
The ASVAB. When I took that, I was going in as a civil engineer. What fucked it up for me was I caught a dumbass charge when a little while before, and I still had the open case. And you know you can't go in until the case is closed and everything.
At a
So,
certain time you couldn't. If you
Yeah,
if
no,
you
this
was
is-
a little bit older, they'd have
this
been
is-
like,
this is
fuck
like-
it, come on.
this is like 87.
Oh
So
nah, yeah.
like
Rules have changed.
1987, right?
Rules have changed.
And but I did go on to college and everything, but I wanted to, my ultimate goal was to try to get over to be either special force sniper. That's what I ultimately wanted to do.
Or in the army.
Yeah,
So you want to be like Green Beret and shit.
yeah, special force type, whatever type sniper and stuff. But I wanted that knowledge in civil engineering, which I felt the more knowledge I would have had, at least of structures and shit like that, I'd have been a better sniper.
Let me
Yeah,
tell this.
so
Let me
for
tell this to
me-
Bold though. Let me tell you this, Bold.
Yeah.
I always tell people this, man. They be like, "Why you go to the army?" Right? And I'd be like, "Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. My aunt, she went. Well, she's not my real aunt, but my mother's best friend in high school. She went, and now we used to always see her come back. She would be traveling, and she'd come back, and you know what I'm saying. We lived through her like in the stories or whatever. But to be honest, man, only difference between me and Bo is the way the recruiters were. Because I talked to all of the recruiters, right? And if I would have knew better, I would have went to the Air Force, right? If like in hindsight, if I could do it all over again, I should have been at the Air Force, right? But the way the Army, see, the Navy dude came in, he shitted on the Army dude, he shitted on the Marine dude. The Marine dude, he came in, he shitted on the Army dude, he shitted on the Navy dude. Nobody was really talking about the Air Force. The Army dude came in and said, "This is what the Army can do for you." And that's the only reason why I'm in the Army. So I could have very much, if that guy from the Navy would have had the same sense as the guy from the Army, I'd have been the Navy. You know what I'm saying? So I say that jokingly because, you know, it's just like you're going to look at a Marine or you're going to look at somebody in the Air Force and for whatever, because you was Navy, you're going to feel that way. And I was Army, you just going to feel, but we all serve. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I say that to say only difference between me and you is the motherfucking recruiter.
Yeah, definitely. Originally I was going to go into the army out of high school, you know what I'm saying? But you know, as a little kid, man, and I'm seeing people coming back from Desert Storm and shit, all fucking missing limbs, burnt bodies and shit. I was like, oh man, bro, I don't, you know. So by the time, you know, I graduated high school at 17. So next thing you know, it was like I was working in a fast food joint, and I didn't even knew these motherfuckers was in the Navy. The recruiter came in. They didn't even had on like they had on like they working whites or some shit like that. I didn't really pay it no mind. I just looked at the rod they rolled up in. I was like, yo, that's a nice ass rod, man. Like, how much that cost? And next thing you know, I was sitting up here talking to a recruiter and shit. So, you know, he brought me in the office. Like, he ain't like down, he ain't try to talk down on nobody else or whatnot, like no other branches and shit. So by this time I was like, I joined, and the only reason why I really joined the military, because I'm not even gonna lie, man, I was scared that I wasn't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a scholarship in sports and whatnot. And my pops ain't take me to the orientation. He thought I was gonna party or whatever, but I wasn't even like the partying type. So I just ended up going to the military because I was like, well, shit, I'd rather just, do something with, so I'm not gonna fail at life. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I really joined.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, hey, like I just told you,
never known that, old man. You got
like I just told you, Bo, my oldest nephew, right? My oldest nephew went into the Navy. Turn around. My youngest nephew from the same sister went into the Army. So I don't care. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. My favorite show for a long time, The Unit.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all 4 seasons. I was mad because the writer's block fucked that damn show up. My dad was in the Army. Watch all the Navy SEAL shit. That Navy SEAL show. Watch all that shit. Like, he can't watch anything that's not tactical.
So let me ask you this question, Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Black Hawk Down.
Loved it.
That's a Navy
My
SEAL.
dad listen, my dad watches that all the time, right? Here's something that I'm gonna step away from body and go to bold. Best show in the last 25 years is NCIS. Best show. Nobody's tougher or better than Gibbs. That's just the type of, like, the structure in the head. Like, bro, like my mother didn't teach me how to make the bed. My dad did. And you niggas in the military, nigga taught me how to make the bed so I could bounce a quarter off the corner of that bitch.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one for you, Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Full Metal Jacket.
Tomorrow, when the nigga killed the goddamn sergeant and blew his goddamn brains out.
Oh, yeah, I'm also talking about when
Come on, man, what you want to? Bro, listen, I'm a bad kid. So I got suspended on different days. Certain days, my mom was home, and I had to watch These Are Days of Our Lives. Right? And then certain days, dad was home. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you one. I don't even know. I'm going to go to Marines right here. What's the name of this damn movie? What's the name of this damn movie? It's a Clint Eastwood movie about Marines.
Oh,
you want me to tell you the name? You want me to tell you the name of this military movie?
I know the movie you talking about.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, Heartbreak Ridge.
The word clusterfuck come from Heartbreak Ridge. Man, when everything go to shit and you can't say nothing else, all of a sudden in your mind, clusterfuck come to mind, don't it?
Yeah, he got that was a line that Patton said.
Sweet. Did that nigga hit that nigga with that goddamn arm move? Sweet. Lift your chin up.
One of my favorite military movies.
Hold on, AC. Hold on, AC. Lift your chin up. Higher. How the fucking nigga tell you put your chin higher so he can knock the dog shit out your goddamn ass?
They did that on Baby Boy. He said, "Chuck it up, little nigga." I'm like, shit, nah, man. You just got to take me out. However,
Yo,
I'm not
listen,
chucking it up.
yo, the old skinny man, the old skinny white dude done broke Brock Lesnar down and told him, lift his chin up. Higher. What? And then tell 30 other motherfuckers, get your ass outside right now, or you gonna end up like him. Mario Van Peebles, the nigga who set the whole shit up. I'll catch you later, sweet.
Nah,
Damn.
bro, Jack Nicholson, bro.
Yeah.
I eat breakfast every day, 300 yards from a group of people that want to have nothing more than on their mind than killing you. I thought that was one of the most gangster lyrics that I've ever heard in a military movie.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Because I'm gonna shut it down. And we're gonna have this because now that I know that Bo, I already knew Body. This is something that I want us to think about, and we can come up with it, right? Is Rambo the blueprint, the original for the model of Jason Bourne?
I'm gonna say no because
I see some
Jason Bourne.
parallels. I see some
ahead, bro.
parallels. I see some parallels. That's wild that you can put them two together.
The time frame is different because the military is the same, the government is the same, CIA is the same.
It's the
Who
same.
did they go snatch? I go snatch two army niggas that they snatched and turned into killing machines. Think about it. How do they train them niggas? In different time periods.
But hold on. But with Jason Bourne, what was it called? Project Black, whatever that Project Black thing was. That was a whole program of where Jason Bourne wasn't one guy. Jason Bourne was just the identity of the chosen assassin, because in the second one, you had a whole nother dude, and that's where they was trying to take
killed all of them. He killed them all.
Yeah, but the thing is, remember the last? I believe the last one was Born Identity, where
no. The last one is called Jason Bourne.
Okay, all right. So the last one is where he finds out what Project Black was. He learns his real name. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the one you're talking about. The one you're talking about.
Stallone always knew his real name.
The one you're talking about, he finds out everything.
Yeah.
The last one, Jason Bourne, he's doing Rambo shit.
Oh, I gotta
go type in Jason Bourne and watch that. He's doing Rambo shit. He's feeling sorry for himself. He's sulking because he's a killing machine and what he's done. And he's doing shit like when in Rambo 3, when they catch Rambo fighting with the sticks, he's doing that type of shit, going from country to country, like taking beatings for a while until he just whoop a nigga and then win. He don't really give a fuck how he living. And then
I saw that one. Now I know which one you're talking
about. Yeah, and then when they find out where he is,
that one I could see.
Listen, hold on. This is why I say it. When they find out where he is, or somebody meet him and they kill somebody that he fuck with or love, like they kill the bitch from the first movie.
Yeah.
When they kill her, he lose it. Now, anytime after first Rambo, you killed the goddamn Asian bitch that saved him. You see what happened. Rambo 3, you fuck with goddamn Troutman. You see what happened.
Well,
hold on, wait. Rambo. When he was in the damn wilderness and motherfucker did dumb shit. Motherfucker killed a whole goddamn platoon. See what happened? Last Rambo. Motherfucker, he tried to be home, ride horses, try to goddamn just be a normal citizen. The girl go down to Mexico, go missing, get on drugs, he go down there. He find out what happened, nigga take a beating, get sliced up, come back up. You see what happened. Motherfucker go back down there after she died over overdose. He go back down there, find the brother, cut the nigga head off, drop it off in the middle of the goddamn road, and tell the niggas, this where I'm at. And then they kill all of them. That is some Rambo, Jason Bourne shit. Because in the first Rambo, that motherfucker said some shit that you see in the Jason, like, yo, bro, his job was to kill. Period.
Pop coming up with the Illmatic connection.
These niggas are modern day Wolverines.
Pass that shit, bro.
They are modern day Wolverines, bro.
I think I got 2 more in the clip.
These niggas are modern day Wolverines. I'm the best at what I do, and what I do isn't nice. Bro, Jason Bourne beat a nigga. The nigga had a knife. Jason Bourne beat the nigga.
But yeah, in the first,
with a magazine. A magazine. He beat him with a magazine and then took the knife. Step like, bro, he beat niggas with pins.
Bro, what I'm saying is this.
All these niggas, Jason Bourne, like, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Rambo, Jason Bourne, John Wick, goddamn Equalizer. No, bro, Rambo is the blueprint. He watched this nigga jump off a goddamn mountain.
That's right.
He jumped off a mountain into the trees because they were shooting at him. He threw it. The nigga grabbed, listen, the nigga grabbed the rock.
Like an R&B singer right now. You reaching.
Bro, Rambo grabbed the rock. Rambo grabbed the rock. After bleeding, falling. This is why it's cold outside. It's a Seattle, Washington.
The first two, all I'm saying.
The nigga grabbed the rock, bro. Wait, hold on, AC. He grabbed the rock. He grabbed the rock. Took the rock. Threw it at the nigga that was trying to kill him and started the old shit. Nigga fall out the goddamn helicopter. The nigga went, and he died. And they saying he dangerous. With a rock. A rock.
I got something, Pop. I got something, man.
Come on, man.
I got something. Listen, we were talking about that food shit, but I'm thinking, with AC and that food shit, man, we could do a little menu. We could do a little menu, like a little pre-fight, post-fight. What we should be eating, what we should be doing. Be a good little segue.
We can do that, bro, because I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Wifey just told me I need to get in shape. So we definitely
I'll be trying to figure out, man, how much you weigh, Pop?
I'm about 190 right now.
But you 6'1"? Yeah.
But I'm a different 190. I'm dad bod 190. I need to get back into shape 190. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we do over here. So listen, we other than Bo, we all got each other's number. And Bo, listen, salute to you, my guy, for 20 years in the Navy. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
I respect that.
That's commendable, man.
So
I didn't even think I was gonna do it, man. I was in submarines too, man.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
How the fuck you do that?
Everything you looking at is electronic, bro. That's one thing I would love to just have you just explain, bro, because
He
Y'all
ain't
just,
listen.
y'all just
Oh,
looking at
AC, you know
digital
what, AC?
screens. You can't
You
see
know what, AC?
outside that
AC,
shit.
don't do that. AC, don't do that because I'm gonna let him come up here one day. This is gonna be free smoke. I'm gonna let him talk his shit because my nephew was in the submarine.
That shit is crazy.
And Bo's our age. I'm gonna be real with you. Allegedly, Bo may have about 5 to 10 kids in different countries. But on that note, what do y'all think about the architect Martin Brown and the prodigy Joseph Brown? And we're gonna close in on that.
Yeah, I go first. Yeah, I thought it was a good job, good interview, man. Good to see, you know what I'm saying, families sticking together. As far as, you know, blood and business and everything else, you know. It seemed like he has a well disciplined son. You know what I'm saying? He said his son was all, you know, like an A student, which is pretty good. And he seemed like his son seems pretty humble. So, you know, it was, like I said, man, it was definitely a good interview.
I'm gonna say it like this. In terms of danger, like if you were to try to walk up on them on the street, you're kind of looking at like Batman and Damian Drake. If y'all know who I'm talking about, you feel what I'm saying? So, um, you got a dangerous dad that could get down, scrap, beat up champions and shit like that. You got a son, 18-year-old, mixed martial arts champion, Muay Thai champion, shit like that, you know, or just basically Muay Thai champion and a black belt in Taekwondo, bro. That's a hell of a dynamic. That's, you know, that's respectable at any level. And to be perfectly honest, bro, they made huge fans of me just from that conversation.
Yeah,
That's where I land my plane.
I say, man, he gotta be special. He gotta be special, man, especially with the Jamaican / Canadian background and you know how like the size and the structure of Joseph. And I liked it, man. I think that he may go further than the current boxing dad son combinations. One, because one, he's with the money team. And if his performances inside the ring are good to great, then he's not gonna have a problem. But he has a father that I think he has a father. Listening to his father is the type of father that's going to he's gonna answer everything. It may not get all of the ooh, oh, did you hear what they said? But like it's gonna be interesting enough to where people are gonna be intrigued, but his father ain't gonna paint him into a corner. You know what I'm saying? His father is going to allow him to and enable him and put him in a spot to give him the alley oop. His father's going to toss the ball like slightly above the rim for him to just come through and slam dunk. He ain't gonna get in the way, and I like that. That's refreshing because I think what we were seeing with Devin and them, with Angel before that. You know, I can't say as much with Kenny and Sean, but like with these father and sons and what is going with the Normans and the Schofields, he's something different right now, and he's with the right team to where, man, it's all systems go for them, man, and I
Yeah.
salute them, man.
Yeah, just one last thing. Um, Big shout out to Ohio runs boxing for setting this whole thing up with Pop, man. That shit was big, man. Much respect to you, bro.
Good team player,
And salute
man.
to everybody on the panel.
And I'll say this, hey body, I already know you got the timestamps. You ain't even gotta wait, bro. Let them shits go, cause before they steal them, let them know where they came from. And for that note, we up out of here, man, cause y'all can't even y'all can't authenticate what we do, but I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you try. I'm gonna really let you try. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna really let you try. Go ahead. And to the Browns, the architect, whether he wants the name or not, to the architect and to the prodigy, I really appreciate that. Ohio runs boxing. You know what it is? Body work, the artwork is crazy. AC hitting them with the crazy questions, like, and boom.
Hey, AC got the best analogies in the game. Them motherfuckers be like,
Yeah,
he'll walk
why
down
he be
on
fucking
you.
with me. That's why he fuck with me.
Like hit you with that Bacoli right hand up. You know what I'm saying? Like his analogies, man. That shit.
Thanks
I
a
be
lot.
listening. That shit be aging, boy. He walk down on you and hit you with that Lennox Lewis up.
Thanks a lot, bro.
That should be funny, man.
And you know what? For some guys that got no motion and only deal with other content creators,
For
felt
just
pretty
some
good over
online
here.
guys, you know what I'm saying?
Felt pretty good over here tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Felt pretty good over here tonight. Listen, I'm gonna tell you some shit, right? I poked some bears on this one. I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you. I put this in certain places, and I know a certain motherfucker saw it. So for you asking me, why don't you get your man Ohio to get your interview?
Hey, Pop, not too shabby for an online guy with no motion.
With no motion.
Look like motion to me, man.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, man, don't get distracted, man. You know, get that tunnel vision, man, and keep doing what you can do and keep being who you are, man. And it's gonna come. Don't get out of character. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. Slow and steady wins the race, and it's a wealth principle, man. Small deposits, big dividends. You heard?
Always, bro. And you already know we still got some shit.
Salute, Bo,
We
man.
still got
Much
some
respect,
shit. We
bro.
still got
Thanks
some
for your
shit.
service, homie.
We still got some shit to release that they
Appreciate
don't
it,
even
man.
know
Appreciate
about.
it.
We still got some shit that we released that they don't even know about. And then when they see it, like, bro, go ahead and release it. You know what I'm saying? Because it flowed the flow. Because whatever sucking niggas be talking about, we ain't even with it, man. And we gonna do it on that, man. And everybody, I want y'all to smoke that over and don't let that smoke go over your damn head. This was a great show, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. We're gonna shut it down on this note, man. And I hope y'all having a good day. Cause for people who think we ain't, we stay hustling.
This is supposed to be pretty good, huh? Oh, it will be, brother. Beat this out.
Yo, money, you think this race got, you know, the high-powered shit?
Brother, we gonna come off like the mob. You understand what I'm saying?
We out here, say the hustlers prayer. We out here, say the hustlers
Nigga, all we know is crack sales, incorrect bails, and lost hope. No education, my occupation is selling coke. Sick and tired of being broke, so I got me a pack. You be tricking on these bitches, I be letting it stack. Full on water, baking soda, and some Yola got me bubbling. Broke my grandma's heart, she heard I was hustling. Something gotta give, yeah, I gotta live. They want me dead on a 12x12 with time on my head. Fuck that, tell them niggas wait on that. The 1st to 15th fiends wait on that. He's a few grams short, put some weight on that. Plug through a few extra, he know I'll be right back. It's like that. When they see you winning, they don't like that. 4-4 bulldog in case I gotta bite back. I need 100 mil before I go. Any day could be your last, boy, you never know. So
we out here, say the hustlers prayer. We out here, say the hustlers prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man.
Yeah.
We out here, say the hustler's prayer. We out here, say the hustler's
Nigga, all
prayer.
we know is broken promises, open caskets, and homicides. We resort to violence over the passion of monetize. Put our thoughts to action. Put a caption, I'm down to ride under indie picture, giving the pictures a pack of slide. This is base serving 8 balls. The place we can take y'all is glass, gas, poison the mass, quicker than Adolf. Last batch broke into halves to get it played off. The fast track, broken your stash, nigga, and take off. 80s, baby, but putting faith inside a hustler's prayer gives an escape, but still it's nothing there. You see, the game could either make me or break me, but still I'm stuck in there. Better man, but is it fucking fair? Yeah, I'm coexisting with angels that live through older pictures. And know the blickers, we hold them closer than more constrictors. My soul is bitter, you couldn't find you a bolder nigga. Now roll this toe up as I close the scripture. People.
We out here, say the hustler's prayer. We out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. We out here, say the hustler's prayer. We out here, say the hustler's prayer.
Nigga, you already know.